Try to make a joke at my own expense, John. Just ignore me.
Nice.
We will ignore you, Drew, because we're live. Hello. My name is Guerric, and tonight we're sampling Stationfall. Again, we can't get enough of it. Joining me are Lily.
Howdy.
Pat.
Hello.
Erzaad.
Hello.
Drew.
Greetings.
Mango Feet.
Hey.
And Bott Bott.
Hello.
If that sounds like a lot of people, it is. We're insane.
This is a great idea. It's fun.
This is a great idea. I'm going to give a teach. I'm going to try to make it more of an overview into a rolling teach, so we don't have a 40-minute info dump, and then we will dive into it. Everyone ready to go?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is Stationfall by Matt Eklund and Ion Game Design, I should mention. It's on Kickstarter right now, if anyone's interested. It is a game about individuals on a space station. Can you believe it? Big problem, though, that space station is currently descending into Earth's upper atmosphere. And the bigger problem is there are people on it. And we're those people. Not good for us. So the game is played on this map here. We will secretly be one of the individuals on the station, and we'll have our own personal private goals as that individual. The station is divided into rooms and corridors. Characters are able to move from room to room, pick up items, throw them, attack other people, attack sections, take actions based upon what room they're in, like manufacturing helmets or guns or things like that. What else did I write in my notes? Lots of information I don't want to read now. Whoops, what did I do to my notes? Man, I wrote all this stuff and I'm just completely ignoring my script.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
On stream, too.
I know, right? It's super embarrassing. So I mentioned you're going to have your own personal goals. The characters are listed on these cards here. There are more characters than players. At the start of the game, you will be dealt 2 identity cards, each corresponding to one character. And you will choose one of those 2 cards to be you. Those cards, the characters each have their own goals and abilities. The goals for the characters being the bottom left section down here, divided into individual lines. They have special abilities. And then they will have a reveal ability, which only becomes active if somebody reveals as that character. We'll talk about what that means. Everyone with me so far?
So we'll get dealt 2, and do we choose immediately and we're sticking with that, or do we choose, or
So
are they both available to
That's a
us?
great question. You're going to choose one, but you are able to reveal as either character. There's just a downside for revealing as the character you didn't choose at the start.
Got it.
I'll talk about that more in a minute. But that is the basic answer to that. Anyone else have questions before we continue?
Just real quick, the
Whoa.
drones do not have a identity card.
Drones do not. Yes, that is a good point. Drones do not have an identity card. Chat was just
And
pointing
in fact,
out.
they're not even a player you can interact with, so just ignore them.
You want to talk about the doctor or wait until later?
Later.
Later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to fix something on stream. So the game is played in a series of rounds. How many of them do we have? We have 11 rounds due to our player count. In each round, a player will get 1 turn. And on their turn, they will do a few things that we'll get to in a minute. But the basic gist of turns are that you're going to basically bid on characters by throwing out influence cubes on them. And so long as you have the highest bid or tied for the highest bid on a character, you get to also activate that character. And when you activate a character, you will take actions with them. And that is how you do things in the game, like moving around, picking up items, accomplishing the goals that your character wants to get done. But as you may have realized from the way I'm explaining this, you can influence and activate any character, not just your own. You will be acting through intermediaries to accomplish your goals. You're not limited to only your own. And that means you can be very sneaky about who you are and what you want to do. Everyone good so far?
Okay.
So on your turn, you will do 4 phases in order. First, you have the option to reveal. And if anyone wants to follow these, they're listed on the back of your rulebooks. When you reveal, you will take the character card in your hand and place it out onto the table. And that is showing the table that you are that character. And it's, in short, it is reserving that character. And you'll see why in a minute. And then as I mentioned before, it will make whatever reveal ability they have become active. After revealing or not revealing, you can influence. This is the bidding I was talking about. You can take any number of these cubes, these influence cubes you have, and throw them onto any one character that has not been revealed. So let's throw 3. That's a terrible example. I didn't notice that was the kernel. We'll throw 3 onto the botanist. After influencing, you can either activate or renegotiate. If you activate, you will take your activation disc from wherever it is, either in your supply or on a different character card, and you will place it on the character you wish to activate. Again, you can only activate a character if you have the most cubes or tied for the most cubes on them. When you activate a character, that character gets 1 action plus 1 additional action if there was not an activation disc on them at the start of your turn.
So if you activate them and there's already a disc on it of somebody else's, does that go away or does it stay there?
It stays there.
Okay. And the cubes, are we getting these back or are we limited to these 8?
You are limited to those 8. They will only ever stay out once you've put them out for the most part. There's a couple of ways to get them back.
Okay. But in general, once they're out, they stay there.
That's the simplest way to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
What was I going to say? I guess I should mention renegotiate now. Renegotiate is the thing you can take instead of activating. When you renegotiate, you return your activation disc to your supply. And this is the one big way to get your cubes back, because you can take 1 cube from any character that is still in the game, is the easy way to say that. Not the most 100% true, but you'll get the gist. Everyone with me so far?
Yep.
Are you suggesting that some characters might not be here at the end of the game?
I am suggesting
Yes.
that. Finally, after either activating or renegotiating, you will resolve. Resolve is just your standard end of turn, do things, upkeep sort of stuff. So nothing important to mention there. So that is the basic gist of the activation system. What do you do when you activate a character? Well, there are a heck of a lot of actions, but I promise they are not nearly as intimidating as it looks to see the full list here. Most of them are really simple and intuitive, and I'm not actually going to go through all of them, but I will try to give you everything you need to know. There are basic actions, which you can always take, within basic context. You can attack either another player, or you can sabotage a section you're in. You can pick up items, which, let's see, where's an example? Say the Daredevil here in the locker room wants to pick up this nanogel. They can do so as an action, and it will go to the Daredevil's card, which, as you can see, based upon these slots, can hold 3 items. You'll also start to notice that some of the other characters start with items, and some of them say that they are integral. Integral items can never be lost. Non-integral items that a character start with just are items they start with and can be lost. Why do I say lost? Because another action you can take is to drop an item. Say, the Daredevil doesn't want that nano gel after all. As an action, they can drop it back into the locker room, or they can throw it to an adjacent section. They also could give it to another character in the same room. Say the Daredevil was down here with the botanist, they could give it to the botanist, assuming the botanist had space to take it.
So you can do these with you can throw items that you have in your possession or that are in the same room as you, or both.
In your possession. You have to pick it up if you want to throw it or give it.
And which is a separate action, the picking up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so I may have missed this, but how many actions do you get?
You get one action, plus you will get an additional action if you activated a character that did not have any activation disc on it at the start of your turn, including your own. So if you want to activate a character 2 turns in a row, you will only get one action on the second turn because it had your disc at the start of it.
Gotcha. Okay. Apologies.
No worries. No worries at all. Let's see, what else do we have? Rob, pick up, revive. That stuff's all pretty intuitive as we get to it. I don't know if I should mention that. You can move from room to room, as I mentioned, following these corridors that are on the map. There are some dotted lines. Those are vents, and only characters with the Tunnel Rat ability can move through them, and they cannot be thrown through. Any other actions I should mention?
So who else has the chimp has it? Oh, and the troubleshooter. has it.
Troubleshooter. Yeah.
Out of the ones we have available. Yeah.
Yeah. In addition to the basic actions, which I didn't mention all of them, but we can go over them as need be when we get into the game. There are section actions, which they are the actions listed on the map. I think they all have a purple name. Yeah. They are listed in the rulebook if they're not explicitly spelled out on the board. And most of them are doing fun, funky, thematic things. Like if you are in the cargo claw room, you can take the grip action to do stuff in EVA. EVA being the space outside of the station. So you can use the cargo claw to interact with stuff outside of the station. What are some other actions? The nano factory, you can manufacture nanogel, which means that you are taking one from the supply and putting it into your character's inventory because you're creating it. Similarly, there's manufacturing of helmets, bludgeons, and guns over in the print shop. What are some other good actions to mention? There are escape pods on the station, and they can be launched either from within the escape pod on a time delay or from the airlock outside of the escape pods immediately with a section launch, or even up here from the bridge with a bridge launch. Also on the bridge, you can do things like set the self-destruct or trigger the abandoned ship alarm. Is everyone getting an idea of section actions now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So are we trying to get off the station?
So-
I would assume that's- Crash
That
it,
depends on your character. So why
Yeah.
don't you go ahead and deal out character cards right now, G, so they have something in front of them.
Yeah, it's a good time, I think, to do that. So let us
I mean,
deal.
it seems like that would be everyone's goal, to be perfectly honest. No one enjoys crashing into the mesosphere, at a high velocity.
You would
Some
think
people-
that.
Yourself.
You'd
All
be
right, this is
surprised,
the
apparently.
point where I do think we should mention the doctor,
Yeah.
because someone might have them in their hand. So the doctor has a split personality. So there might be 2 players who can be the doctor. So you will either be Jekyll or Hyde, and those two characters have different goals.
Yes. So Doctor split. It has 2 identity cards. 2 different players can both be the Doctor. And it is as hilarious as you think it is.
I will say, Pat, I have not gotten over the fact that you betrayed me last time, being my other half of myself.
You'll be happy to know that YouTube agrees with you, Pat. They liked your actions.
Why would you turn yourself in, Pat? Why?
It was pretty great.
Hey, I let's be honest. It made for a great story.
It did.
So if 2 people
I am
have the
sorry
Doctor-
because I did single-handedly make you lose the game, and I apologize. I will take full fault for that. I didn't think it
Sorry.
mattered, but it was like, come on, he turned himself in because he's insane. It's perfect.
Anyway,
So if 2 people control the Doctor, like, what do both people have to reveal? Like, how does it
No.
work with these split actions here?
so basically just the first person to reveal will get their cubes.
I didn't mention that part yet.
Yeah, I won't mention that at all. But
Okay.
no,
and
you do
maybe-
not have to reveal. If one half of the Doctor reveals, the other half does not have to reveal. And that's all I'm really gonna say.
Cool.
I
You'll
have a
still
quick
get your
question.
conspiracy power,
Sure.
all that jazz. What's up?
It's kind of unrelated, but there's icons up here. Some of these have 2 different icons. Is there any special reason for they're not duplicates, obviously, because there's like this one has the box around it, this one doesn't.
Maybe just to indicate that these things are items, because this is what they look like on the map, and then this is maybe what they look like on character cards, I think.
Okay.
I don't know, it's a little odd.
That is
Fair
a little
enough.
odd.
It doesn't, but if it doesn't mean anything specific, then we
I
can
don't-
probably just infer.
Yeah, I don't think it has any important meaning. Another section action I want to call out real quick, not to go over all of them, but the security station is a special room where you can perform console actions. Console actions are the things listed on the bottom right of the map down here. Lock that guy. They are either remote control, which is the only way you will ever control the drones characters. There are 2 of them, Drone 6 and Drone 4. And they can take all the standard actions you would expect a character to be able to take, but you cannot influence drones or activate them. You can only use remote control to take actions with them. There's also a hazard suppression action, which will make no sense at this moment. You can, as a console action, change the jammers. The jammers are one of a few passive statuses, I guess you could say, that the station has. While the jammers are on, you can copy data to co-located characters. When they're off, you can do any character. That sounds like nonsense because it is at the moment. Data is another type of object similar to items, except it does not take up item slots. It has a diamond shape to differentiate it. For example, here is the X secret data. Here is the evidence data, as a couple examples. As I said, they don't take up item slots. They cannot be thrown, but they can be copied. So instead of giving them to somebody, you can duplicate it so that you both have it. It works like data, basically. It proliferates. It's not like an object you have to hand over. You know what I mean? I guess you know what I mean.
Well,
Yep.
Oh, I was muted there.
Yep.
So, yeah, automatically you're storing it on a data pad or something. somewhere.
Exactly.
You're not holding on to it.
Yeah, the
way you would-
the theme is we all have like personal wrist computers, and we just like transfer data to people and things like that. Another sort of status for the station is cameras, which tie into this ominous guilty innocent box over here. At the start of the game, we will all be innocent. And speaking of, everyone go ahead and throw your gavel token over here. And if you ever perform an action that causes a human in a lit section to become downed while the cameras are on, so that's a few things. Human, meaning that the character has the human shape, which is the green hexagon. Is it on their card? Yeah, it's also on their card. The green hexagon versus the gear. That indicates human versus robot. So if they're a human character, if it was a lit section...
What about the cyborg?
The cyborg is both.
Cyborg is both.
And the rat is neither.
Correct. The rat is an item, but it's also a character.
Oh man.
Yeah, isn't it great? If you cause a human to become downed, downed meaning that the character is bleeding out on the ground, you'll put a little X on them and you'll flip over their character token and they can't be activated while they're downed.
I'm assuming this also applies to 0G, for they would not be on the ground.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Okay, cool. And then I guess you'd be bleeding in, really,
Beautiful.
more than out.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Downed characters cannot be activated to take actions with, but you can revive them with, say, nanogel or with medical. And that brings them back to life and puts them back in the game.
You had talked about light.
Yes, I was about to go over that
Is
now.
that- Oh, okay, perfect.
Yep. So the other thing in that sentence is lit section. Sections are, of course, the rooms. If they are a solid color like this, they are lit. If they are black with an outline, they are dark. Additionally, the station can become dark entirely over the course of the game if we lose power. Power being represented by the status tracker in the bottom left over here. And it has these nice boxes explaining what happens as it goes down in power. The station will go down in power when these electrical sections become damaged. Everyone with me right now? I know it's a lot.
Yep.
Yep.
There's
Is
three
there
of those.
two? It looks like there's 2 sections. 3.
Yes.
Three.
Yeah. So if you ever take an action that causes a human in a lit section to become downed while the cameras are on, your marker here goes to suspect. And if at any point during the game, evidence, which is a type of data, is transmitted, which is a section action in the array control, it sends it to either the authorities or the news. And that is the extent of it. You're just sending it to one of those places. When that happens, anyone in the suspect box becomes guilty and they cannot win unless at the end of the game, which is called Stationfall, they're able to deliver evidence themselves. And then they go back into the suspect box and they can win the game.
But it's only if you transmit to authorities. If you transmit to the news...
You're right. You're totally right. The news is just applicable for certain character goals.
Ah, got it.
That's a great catch. What's up?
So how does that data get created? So say I down somebody,
Yep.
then does the data get created?
The
At that
data
point?
the data is manufactured in the security station with the manufacture evidence action right here.
Oh, okay.
Just ignore the fact that you may have killed somebody after the evidence was manufactured. It still counts if that evidence gets transmitted. It's timey-wimey nonsense. Does that...
So it doesn't matter. There's not evidence that's specific to your incident. It's just that
Yes.
if somebody submits evidence, it's everybody's evidence.
Exactly. You got it.
Got it. That makes sense.
Now, what happens if somebody submits evidence and then you become suspect? You down a character after evidence has already been submitted. Does somebody have to submit another copy of evidence?
They do. Yes.
Okay.
It's only if you were actively in the suspect box at the time of transmission that you shift to guilty. So that is
And once
basically...
you're suspect, there's no way to get back to innocent?
No, there's no way to get back to innocent.
Just like life, man.
Pretty sus.
Oh. Wow, that's depressing.
We're still missing 2 gavels, by the way.
Oh,
So, how's everyone doing so far? Because I know that's a lot, but we are almost done with what we need to talk about.
So I
Appropriate
think
for the fact that we're doing this on a Wednesday. Can we use these gavels for John Company?
I was going to say there's actually gavels in this. That must be why Cole endorsed it.
Yes. Yes. Perfect.
He realized it had what John Company was missing.
All right. So if everyone's good so far, I'm going to talk about a few other things. So I've mentioned this before, but at the end of the game, we will have a final Stationfall scoring or not like phase where we will all reveal our characters. Anyone who survived and has data can transmit it at that time. And then we will go into scoring. Did I miss anything with that? I don't think so.
Oh, so that's what this means. At the end of the game, if you have data,
Yep.
then you can come back into suspect.
Yep, exactly.
Got it.
Another thing to mention, there is a funky type of item on the station called Compromat. It is these folders with the K on them. You pick it up like any other item, but instead of going to the character, it goes to you, the player. On each compromat is the symbol to a single character that's in the game. If you have a character who's not in the game, say something, we have a problem. That compromat can be used at any point during your activation phase to take one action with the character listed on the compromat. Okay?
Just for free? No strings attached?
Yep, Go ahead.
Do you turn the compromat in, or?
You do, yes. It's a single use. And if a person has already revealed themselves to be the character you are trying to compromat, then they have the option of declining the action you request of them, at which point they will also become suspect if they were not already.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about bribes?
I was going to right now. Great segue.
Cool.
Bribes are kind of like a wild compromat. And in fact, they may or may not have been called that for a long time. They can be used for any character on your turn, except for your own if you've revealed as your character. At the end of the game, if a person has bribes on their character, they will get 1 point for each bribe on it. And additionally, you will get 1 point at the end of the game if you did not use your bribe token. And it is otherwise just like compromat, in that it lets you take an action with a character. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
If they deny the bribe, the same way that they don't move up to suspect if they deny the bribe, right?
Actually, can you bribe any player character, or is that not the case? Can you not bribe player characters?
You just need their permission.
Yeah.
Got it. That's what it is.
Okay, but it's not like a rejection in which, like, you would need their permission to even do it, so you wouldn't.
I think so. That sounds right.
And sorry, I meant, do you once you've spent your bribe, you do not get it back if it's.
It never comes back. Yeah.
Never comes back. Got it. Well, yeah, I guess if someone can't actually reject it.
There was an exception to that. I read somewhere. I think it's Inspector gets it back.
Oh goodness, I don't know about that. Yes, apparently they do.
That's the revealability.
Look at
There's
that.
always going to be some exceptions to the rules.
Yeah, I'm trying, guys. All right.
We'll cover locks.
Okay, so
What's up?
never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, locks are these lock icons. They go on corridors, and they just block passage through that corridor unless you are an officer. Do we have officers? Yeah, the counselor. We have the colonel, station chief. Oh goodness, we have a lot of them.
Operative.
Yeah, so anyone with this sort of badge symbol on their card is an officer. That means that they can ignore locks and they can take officer actions on the bridge or the cryo lab, things like that.
Where's the bridge?
Bridge is all the way down here at the bottom of the map.
Oh, okay. You kept talking about the bridge, and I assumed it was at the top.
It used to be.
I've been looking for it for a long time.
I'm sorry.
Okay, there it is. Opposite of where it was expected to be.
All right. One thing I didn't mention before that I should have. When you reveal as your character, you will take all the influence cubes on that card and move them to the betrayal box. That is the timeout zone. They are stuck there for the rest of the game. Unless they were your cubes, because your cubes you get to take back to your supply. That is the other main way to return your cubes.
This is not PAX Premiere. You cannot betray yourself. Just try to bring up Early Wednesday. Try to
Yeah, perfect.
Unless you're the doctor.
All right.
Hey, wait, today's Wednesday. Shouldn't we be playing a whirly game?
This is secretly a whirly game, kind of, sort of.
It was 7
Not to
degrees.
take anything
7
away from
degrees
the
of
time of
7
the
degrees
game.
of a whirly game.
Yeah. Does anyone have questions at this point? Because I think that's the bulk of everything I need to cover.
How are we parsing
Well-
these cards to choose? Which
Oh,
one-
It
great.
seems like you should cover how to read. I
That's
assume
great,
these are
yeah.
the victory conditions in the bottom left.
Yep, the victory conditions are on the bottom left. Each individual line is a separate condition unless there's a plus, like on the Astrochimp here. If there's a plus, it is a secondary condition, and you need to fulfill its primary condition in order to activate the secondaries. So the Astrochimp here gets 3 points if it escapes. That's what the Earth symbol means. It gets an additional +2 if it escapes while possessing the briefcase, the artifact, or a gun.
So, and then those are multiple, as in if they possess 2 guns, they get 4?
No. These do not. Well, actually, is that true?
So I thought you said they can only score once unless they have the plus. So I guess that was...
No, what I meant is the pluses can only be scored if you are scoring the thing
they're-
they are.
Got it.
They're-
Understood.
They're contingent upon
Yes.
what's above them.
Okay, so possessing 2 guns would not help the chimp, for example.
I don't think so. Because it doesn't say for each gun. It just says if possesses gun.
Mm-hmm.
And
That is
what are like the typical scores that get,
I've seen the highest score of a 12. I've also seen the highest score be a 3. So
okay.
just accept your fate.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm not, we're not like that. Like
Andy mentioned there was a
low,
game
the low
that-
teens is like the kind of the upper ceiling.
Yes.
Andy had mentioned a game where somebody won with 0 points because everyone else was guilty.
Yep.
My strategy.
So that is how you read those stars. You are going to rotate whichever character you are not choosing in your hand. And you'll notice when you do so, there are now either shields or targets on that character card. And those are also listed on the cards here underneath their name, either shields or targets. Shields give you 1 point per shield if that character is alive at the end of the game. And targets give you 1 point per if they are dead at the end of the game. Those are your bonus conditions or bonus targets or characters or something like that.
There are a lot of characters that want to be dead.
Sorry, wait. I was reading scoring conditions on a bunch of these cards. What do the shields and targets mean again?
No problem. So when you heard the rotating the card part?
Yes.
So if they have shields, you will get 1 point per shield if that character is alive at the end of the game. And targets likewise give you 1 point per target if they are dead at the end of the game.
I see. So you may want to leave your unselected character alive, make sure they're alive or dead,
Exactly.
assuming you don't choose to reveal as them.
Right. So I should talk about that now. I mentioned that you can reveal as the character you chose at the start. You also can choose to reveal as your bonus character. If you do so, you will discard the card for the character you chose at the start of the game, meaning you will not
you
have
don't-
any bonus.
Got it.
This is the Schrodinger's reveal. That's what they call it.
And what does offsites mean? That was the only.
Offsites are the news and the authorities. if that helps.
So we're gonna pick one of these cards, and then the other card will have our alive or dead condition. Are both of those cards secret, or just the one?
Both of them are secret.
Okay.
You can just rotate it in your hand, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The idea is that you rotate the bonus character 180 degrees so that it's upside down. There's an important thing I needed to mention that I remembered.
Is there any mention on these cards of where our character starts, or do we just have to find it?
It is mentioned on the character cards themselves in the top rightish.
Yeah.
If you click on their icon on each of the individual cards, it will zoom you to their location. So
Oh,
if you look at
wow.
the inspector, you can click on their icon and it zooms you in.
New.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Well, how about that?
Fancy.
Sweet scripting right there.
And same with if you click on their activation, like the little A on their card, it'll bring your disc in, like my A just did.
Yeah. And
Like,
same with the
I don't know.
influence button.
Well done.
Goodness, I had something really important to mention. What was it?
Did you mention free actions?
I did not mention free actions. That's a good one. When you activate a human or a robot, you get one free pickup or drop as that character.
Does it have to be at the start or just anywhere in the turn?
Anywhere in the turn. And this is exclusively for activating, so you don't get it for compromat or anything like that. And it is just for picking up and dropping.
Even if it's one of those turns where there was already a disc on it and you're only getting the one action, you still get the free
Yep.
pickup or drop.
Correct.
Specifically those two, pick up and drop. There's not any
Specifically
other
those
actions.
two. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry, when does this happen?
When you activate a character.
Okay.
And can you move to EVA at any time if you want?
You can move to EVA from anywhere that has EVA arrows. And
Right, but you don't have to have like a spacesuit.
you need to have a helmet. Yes.
A helmet. Okay.
That's your bot, I think, right?
Yes, good point. Robots do not need helmets. And
Cyborgs.
Cyborg does need a helmet.
Yeah, he's both.
Yeah, of hazards
I'm
and
assuming
attacks, yeah.
The rat can't have a helmet, but he's got oxygen in his little vessel,
Correct.
or she. I will not assume the telepathic rat's gender. And is there any significance to character cards that don't have art on them, or is that just
That's just they're
there's
not
no
done yet. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. I know there was something really important.
One thing that I would mention that I don't think you
Sure.
talked about yet. So a lot of characters want to escape, which is the Earth symbol on their cards. Characters that want to escape do not care if they are down or up by the time they escape. Those are two different sets of conditions. You can either be escaped or not escaped, or live or down. You can be down and escaped, and that will still trigger your win conditions for being escaped.
Okay, so it looks like there's
How
only
does someone transport you?
Oh, that's a good question.
You could be down but in an escape pod, presumably.
Like, what if
Yes.
if you were downed in the suite here?
You
I mean,
can,
could somebody transport you?
when you take a move action, you may drag a downed character in your section with you to the section that you move to. So you can drag corpses around and drag them into an escape pod and launch them.
Well, I know what I'm doing all game. Bring out your dead.
um,
All right, is this thing on?
Right, points, bonus points. Ah,
Does-
that's what I needed to mention.
What?
I don't think spinward basically doesn't matter anymore. You don't need to worry about it. Really important thing. We all have 8 cubes. However, there is a hidden cube limit. The character that you choose has a cube icon and a number on the top right of their card or near their name on the map card. Every cube you have out, not in your supply, at the end of the game above that number is -1 victory point per cube.
Cool.
Got it?
My
that
tip,
one.
my tip cryptically uses symbols, and I'm not sure exactly what it's trying to say.
Guerric, can you say that one more time?
Sure. So the cubes on a character card, the cube symbol with a number in it, that is your influence limit or something like that. You, at the end of the game, will check to see how many cubes you have not in your supply. And for every cube above the number of the character you reveal as, you will get -1 victory point.
Right.
So
So,
that number,
if you're the engineer who has a number of 5, if you have 6 cubes on the board, then you have -1 point.
Yep.
and the other place that they could be is either in betrayal or in your supply.
Yeah, they will either be in the betrayal box or on a character card, and in either of those locations, it will count against your limit. If they're in your supply, then you are A-okay.
Well, now I'm stressed.
I think that's everything. I also think, there are my 2 cubes on the botanist. Yeah, I think everything else we can go over as they come up. I think that is more than enough to get you
What would
started.
the phrase "prevent evidence from escape" mean?
That would mean that the evidence data, right here, manufactured at the security station, you need to prevent it from ever going to the authorities or the news, either from the transmit action during the game, in the array control over here, or at the end of the game if an escaped character was holding it and chose to transmit it.
If a player is just holding it though and they escape, that still counts as the data escaping.
Yes.
If that data leaves the ship, it escapes.
Okay, so either by someone escaping with it and choosing to transmit, or choosing to share it, or being transmitted from the transmit action at the
Array control. Yep, right over here.
Okay. Oh boy.
It seems like a lot, and I already taught more than I had intended to, but it really will flow from here. Anyone have any questions? Everyone chosen a character yet? An identity card?
I'm still choosing between my 2, but
Looks like Drew might be as well.
Yeah.
how can items be downed?
How can-
No, wait. How can items be annihilated?
That's a great question. Are there any ways?
We got one right now, botanist.
That's a great one. Can that? Yeah. So Fang Garden in the hydroponics lab annihilates a co-located unpossessed item or a downed character.
Okay. I don't
Antimatter.
want to know what a fang garden is. That sounds scary.
It is scary.
What's this?
That is Project X, the secret experiment on the station. And it is not relevant until it is. If Vault X is ever damaged, or if the bypass action is taken, or if we go to blackout, we will release Project X, flip over this card, and do whatever it says.
Did you bring some popcorn?
Okay, and then like, what are the
Is there
X
some left?
tokens? Like the
Can I have
doctor
some?
has one.
That is the Project X secret. It's a type of data that some characters care about.
Yep.
And if a character ever possesses the Project X secret and you activate that character, you may peek at Project X.
I was gonna say, is there a reason the doctor starts with it,
Okay.
or is that just as a? Because I don't know if he has one up there.
I didn't
Intentional.
put it there, so I'm assuming it starts with it.
Yeah, if you move the token, he should have a little.
Ah, yeah, you're right. That's where they put it.
Okay.
It's probably in his backstory.
Oh gosh, what was the question I just had? Oh, what is the conditions for being able to reveal your identity again?
You can reveal at the start of your turn with no restrictions.
No restrictions. You don't have to have like the most
Nope.
influence on or
You can
anything.
always reveal.
Gotcha. And if you go the whole game without revealing, you just reveal at the end?
Yes, there will be a phase at the end during Stationfall where we all reveal who we are.
And any triggers would fire still.
I don't
For when
think
revealed?
they would at the end
do
of the
not.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you, most people end up revealing over the course of the game.
Gotcha. Okay, I think I'm ready. Sorry for the hold up.
No worries. Drew, how you doing? You pick somebody?
Yeah, I'm good. I just randomly picked somebody.
Okay.
I'm no longer trying to figure out what I'm doing.
They both seem equally hard and confusing to me, so I'm just picking.
All right. I think we're ready to start then. Did we want to randomize turn order or anything? Or is this... I guess it is randomized, isn't it? Papa, Lily. Yeah, it looks like that's taken care of already. So we can begin. On my turn, I will choose not to reveal. I will choose to influence. The... That's nice and juicy. Let's influence the... where is it? The Astro Chimp. Hey, look at that. Activate the Astro Chimp. I'm going to use the Astro Chimp's free pickup to take this compromat in the kitchen. I'm going to move the chimp to the quarters. And then with its second action, because it did not have a disc on it at the start of my turn, I will pick up this other compromat in the quarters. That's both of my actions. I go to resolve. Nothing needs to happen. So my turn is done.
So you can repeat actions.
Yes.
Got it.
So a great early game goal is to go after compromat just because it's easy and it gives you options later in the game. That said, compromat's not the most important thing or anything. I've seen people win without any compromat.
And the fact that the locker room is dark right now really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't
I'm thinking
matter
about-
unless somebody wants to run in there and immediately try to kill somebody.
Okay. Good to know.
Who would want to do that?
Who indeed?
Like, I haven't read all the characters. Is there anybody who wants to just murder everyone?
Probably half of them.
Probably half of them.
The botanist for sure.
Definitely the botanist. The botanist wants to down people and feed them to its plant in hydroponics. Daredevil wants to be the only one that escapes, which probably involves downing some people to make that happen.
Yep.
Let's see.
Well, I don't want to slow anything down, so I'll just kind of do stuff and learn along the way. But
Oh,
I think I'm
engineer
gonna
wants.
activate.
Engineer doesn't want anybody to escape. Look at that.
I'm gonna
I can
Alright,
fix it, I
yep.
swear.
So I put 1 cube on the Daredevil.
Okay.
Where is the Daredevil?
Daredevil is all the way over here on the far side.
Oh, yeah. I was on the map.
Oh my goodness, I'm lagging really bad.
Yeah, I noticed you were like really jittery with your movements.
And then I'll activate. And then I will take my free pickup and take this compromat. And then I'm going to move. And move. I think that's all that needs to be done.
What you got, Lily?
I had a plan and then I
Wait,
completely forgot it.
Don't you have 2 actions?
He moved
No.
twice.
He did?
He
Oh.
started over in locker room, used his
Yep.
free pickup, and then move. No worries.
Here's the counselor. I'm going to be stupidly boring.
Gonna head to the shred room.
Yes, I am. Well, first I'll use my free pickup because there's a compromat right here,
Yep.
which I will gladly take. Then because the counselor is an officer, they can walk through locked doors because that's how officers work, I guess. Oh, dear Lord.
Does that remove the lock permanently?
It does not.
It
no.
does.
What?
It doesn't?
I didn't think it
I
did.
thought it did.
Yeah,
Ah.
turn it back on. Yeah, until someone puts it back on, right?
Oh, I could be very
I-
wrong. Let me check.
Yeah, the lock's
Who would put
removed.
it? Yeah, who would it put on? Who would put it back on? Another officer?
There was
Yeah, locks can't be disassembled right now, so I think that's the only way to get them open is by using an officer to get through.
Yeah, sorry, I'm too used to the old version where they stuck around and you could add or remove locks as a console action.
Also, if there's a blackout, you can gain breach and you can remove lock as an action.
Yes.
Yes, that is true.
It looks like all the officer abilities. Oh wait, no, that's just the operative.
Which are then removed. It says which are then removed
Yeah,
on
which
the
are
on the
then
officer
removed.
ability.
Yep. Rulebook confirms it.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Cool. Let's see. I'm gonna use the shredder action to take a compromat somewhere off the board. Let's take the one out of hydroponics.
Oh, that's
and
mean.
now I am good. Yes, being mean is what I do.
Why does that mean?
Because it took away the compromat that was in Botanist's room. So if anyone wanted to use Botanist to grab an easy compromat, they cannot.
Oh, I see.
It's okay, though. There's enough compromat near Botanist. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, there's so many down there. Okay, I'm going to where am I? I'm gonna put a cube on the doctor. Then activate the doctor, which will be leaves me. I can look at Project X, correct?
Correct.
Once you've revealed, you can still activate other characters, correct?
Correct.
Do you have to place influence cubes to activate yourself, or is that free?
That's a great question. Once you've revealed as yourself, you do not have to influence yourself to activate yourself.
Got it.
Once someone's activated, you can't put influence cubes on them at all, right?
Correct.
Right, nobody can.
Nobody can, and only you can activate it.
I forget. How do you release that again?
Project
That's-
X,
You need
to
someone
either
up here to do it, right?
you need to either damage Vault X, or you need to take the bypass action either on the bridge or in the cryo lab. Or you need to get power down to blackout, as Erzaad is helpfully pointing out. I can talk.
Doctor is going to move 2 down here and pick this up.
Man on a mission. Don't worry, Drew. Thinking is not required.
No, I'm just trying to find compromat because that seems like an easy thing to do since I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, here's one. Okay, I'll activate. Here's this inspector. So I get a free compromat.
The nanogel is used to heal.
Correct. It can revive downed characters. It also revives downed robots. And can it be used to repair sections? I feel like I might have read something about that.
Okay, so I can manufacture a bomb. What does that do? I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Well, okay, so it's an item.
What is that relevant to, or what is that?
What it does is when you throw it, it creates a fire in that section. Fires will down all human characters there. And then at the end of each of your turns, minus the turn where you place it, it will spread to an adjacent zone clockwise, or spinward. Yeah. That's the one thing that cares about spin direction now.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. What else?
Does it also damage the section or no?
Ah, that's a great point. It does damage the section. That is a great point.
Okay, cool. What else can I reasonably do with the 2 actions? Oh, okay, yeah, manufacture data that lets me look at X.
If something refers
So if I go over here and manufacture Project X data, the inspector will have that data, and someone could go like meet him and they could copy it, etc., and then they could learn it too. It's not that I have the data; it's that this character has the data.
Correct, but you, the player, would be able to peek at Project X because the character has it and you activated them.
Okay, that seems fun.
I will also mention that going into the biolab makes you contaminated. Contaminated is this little
cool too. Why not?
Token here. It eats up an item slot, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Can you be contaminated more than once?
I don't believe so.
I will manufacture a data with the second action so that this go on his card somewhere.
Yep, right at the top of the card.
It does take an item slot.
It does not take an item slot.
Cool, and then I will peek at Project X and I'm done.
If something refers to a PC, does that mean a character that's been revealed?
Yes. Player characters are revealed characters. NPCs are unrevealed characters. I think that's an accurate way to state that.
Yep.
Now, so the cyborg's uncanny means it doesn't matter if they've already been activated?
That is correct. Are we playing with this version of Uncanny? Is that what we're going to do? I'm saying that to the people.
Like it.
No opinions?
Your call. It doesn't matter to me.
And what does paranoid mean?
Okay. I'm going to say we're going to go ahead and go with the Uncanny that's on the card. That's, for the people who haven't played before, that's going to change in the future, but it's fine. We'll stick with it. Paranoid says that to influence that character, meaning to throw your cubes on them, you must already have a co-located conspirator, which means you need to have influence cubes on a character sharing a location with the paranoid character.
Okay, so okay.
So if you
like Colonel could not be, or the rat could not be activated.
You cannot influence and activate them because you need to influence. So Drew.
So currently, I could activate the telepathic rat on my next turn because I have influence with the inspector, and they're in the same compartment.
You would be able to influence the rat and then activate it. So the important part is you can't influence it unless you have a co-located character with cubes on it. You can always activate.
Don't you have to Oh, you don't have to influence. Once you have influenced a character, you can activate them without. You can just skip the influence step.
Yep. So long as you have the most or are tied for the most cubes on that character. So if somebody,
but I don't have to put out an influence cube every single turn.
Nope.
Right, because there are 11 turns. So that wouldn't work. Okay, so I am going to lay out an influence cube on the cyborg.
Okay.
Yeah, put it down here so it's a little visible. They will spend one action.
You also need to
move
activate them.
Oh, yes, thank you. Do. And then they will move to the nanofactory. We'll free pick up the compromat, which goes to me, right? Yeah.
You got it.
And then second action, we'll move to the forward hub. Yep. That'll be that. That's my whole turn, right?
You got it. That's everything.
Okay.
Well, Lily did what I wanted to do, so I will do something else. Gonna influence medical, activate medical, move, free pickup, and then second action will be move.
Nice. All right. It's the end of a round. We will move on to the next minute and do it all over again. I will...
Where are the minutes being tracked?
Up here on the top left.
Ah, okay.
Hey, Johnny. Let's see. Goodness gracious. I'm going to...
I'm sorry, what's the definition of conspirator again?
A conspirator is somebody that you have the most influence cubes on, or are tied for the most influence cubes on.
And people can steal stuff on your person by using the rob action?
Correct. I don't know the exact definition of rob. I'm pretty sure the character has to be downed for you to just take stuff from... No. Rob, you can take it if you have a gun and they don't.
Bludgeon.
If you have a bludgeon.
With a bludgeon, take an item or copy of data from co-located live robot or unhelmeted human. With a gun, you can rob any co-located live character.
Yep, there it is.
They actually cannot be down.
Yeah. But
you can't rob people when they're down, or do they drop all their stuff when they're down?
I thought you could pick up from down characters.
Yeah, they don't drop their items, but you can just pick it up off of them.
With the pickup action.
One thing I think we forgot that's important is when you influence a character, you can place as many cubes as you want. You don't have to do one at a time.
Yeah.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
So if you really want to claim somebody and throw like 3 cubes on there, you can.
Very important.
Just be careful, because if someone reveals as them, all those cubes go away.
Yep. I'm going to influence the counselor, activate the counselor, and we'll go ahead and just... We'll use data mine and grab a compromat from... Anywhere juicy to take it from?
Are there any left?
Oh, yeah.
2 on the bridge.
2 on the bridge, 1 in the storm shelter, 2 in McQueen.
There's one here as well.
Oh.
Good point. Yeah, let's take that one, the one from the aft exhaust. I like the sound of that one. All right, that's my turn.
I see the operative on the map, but I do not... Oh, never mind. Just found their card as soon as I started saying it. What are these trap things on the upon reveal?
Yeah, it's for the operative's reveal ability. They can place claymore mines. I mean, why wouldn't you go to your space station with your claymore mines? You bring them everywhere.
I never leave home without mine.
Exactly.
I am going to influence the microbiologist.
Well, there's buttons for influencing as well.
What count?
Is
What
there? Oh, nice.
constitutes a bludgeon?
A bludgeon is
A
this
wrench.
yellow wrench item.
Oh, okay.
It is. You can think of it as a weapon, but they don't use the word weapon because guns are a separate thing.
Mhm.
Right.
Ooh, can me free manufacturer. So I'm gonna use the free pickup and take this. I don't. Why am I lagging so bad?
Me too.
Really?
Discord. Steam's been acting up for me.
Oh, so that's just an artifact. So the microbiologist has this artifact. And then
What does the artifact do, or is it just it?
It's pretty much
win
just
condition.
it's pretty much just a MacGuffin that characters want.
Yeah, same thing with that.
The briefcase.
Yep.
They're
So I'll
both win
move.
conditions for different characters.
And then ooh, that microbiologist is dangerous. Just because of the way that their loyalty.
Oh yeah, they have loyal. So yeah, they're just like a game of chicken, kind of, an ever escalating.
So could I attack the daredevil?
Wrench.
Yeah, you need a bludgeon or a gun is the issue.
Oh, of course.
Also, if you do it in the lights,
You would become
yeah.
suspect.
Yeah, I would.
The
The microbiologist would.
No,
No,
you
no,
would be.
no, whoever initiates
What?
the action does it.
Yeah,
Oh,
these are player coded, not character coded. Coded is in like coding, color coded.
I'm gonna go into the biolab, and the microbiologist is already contaminated.
You're gonna go into the biolab and think about what you've done.
Yeah, I will. I will think about it. My artifact.
Wait, John. It looks like the microbiologist can free manufacture.
He already used a free pickup for the artifact.
He already used a free pick. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
If you want, you can change that. If you want to leave the artifact
No.
in. Okay.
Let's see. Who hasn't gotten some love yet? Um. Let's. Do something.
It's a good
Sorry,
idea.
I should have thought harder about this.
That is the one thing about this game is in the early game, all your planning always ends up being worthless because everything's changed by the time it gets back to your turn. But by the end of the game, everyone knows exactly what they want to do, and you have fewer options, so turns fly by at the end.
I will. Cameras are on. And I really don't know what to do. I will influence medical. Close enough. And I'll activate medical. I only get one action because he's already got an activation disc, and I will say drones come inside.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna restart my Steam because the lag is really bad for me. So I will be right back.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do the same.
Sounds good. Oof. What you thinking, Pat?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what other people are doing. More than I'm worrying about myself at the moment. That's what happened last time. I worried about myself too much. And I lost because of it.
Well, it sounds like Lily was interested in turning the lights off, so she might want to kill some people.
Yeah.
But that's true when she plays La Havre.
I'm going to reactivate the doctor for move 1, free action to pick that one. And Drew should be next, right? If I end my turn, it isn't going to mess anything up.
I think Drew was next.
Yeah, I was next.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
TTS froze up for a second on me.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm. Oh, I have no idea.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, everything is very restrictive. Only having one action or two at most is hard. I don't know what to do. Every action is so precious. It's like hard to
It's
do any
like
kind of planning with it.
it's like PAX Arkham Horror.
Love it. Yep. That seems right. And it's just like a million abilities. Like I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Are vents
what all
considered
these
adjacent
characters
for players who for characters with tunnel rat?
No, they're explicitly only for moving through. So you can't throw through them, and whatever nonsense you're trying to pull is probably not allowed.
Just idle curiosity.
Yep.
Nothing to see here.
Sure.
Okay.
So yeah, this game is very much, complicated board state parsing problem, like all Matt Eklund games, really.
Yeah.
But also with how restricted and chaotic it can be, it's sort of a puppet show of trying to subtly manipulate pieces and peoples to be in the places you want them to be at the right times.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's very elegant. I just there's like so much information to process. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it still. Okay, Lily moved the drones inside. Remind me what the drones do. Like you can activate them with consoles.
Yep.
And then they just take action, like any action that
Yep.
anyone else could take.
Plus, they also have their special disassemble action, which can be used. You down the drone, and it repairs a section or a robot.
Interesting. Okay.
So you can take one action with the drone when you activate them via the console?
It's activating via the console is an action like any other. So it just the number of actions you take depends on how many your character has. You know, if you have one action, you do one.
You can get up to 2. You can get 1 or 2 actions with the drone. Like if you already had a console, you can activate them twice. To
exactly.
Do 2 things.
Assuming you have 2 actions.
And can they do a free pickup or drop off action? Like, so for example, could I move them in here to get one of these compromat?
Yes. Yeah. No? Really?
Yeah, there's a blurb on the drones thing that since they're not activated directly, they don't get a free pickup.
Oh, they don't get free pickup or drop. Yeah, let's see that.
They could normal pick it up though, couldn't they?
Yes, they could normal pick it up.
Yeah, but they'd have to be in there already, and it would take.
Well, you could move in and take 1, is what I meant.
Well, no, don't they only get 1 action?
Oh,
depends on who you activate them with.
Yeah.
So if you activated them with like the Colonel right now, or they could, then they would get 2 actions because the Colonel has 2 actions.
It's like a proxy.
You're using
you could use both. Okay, you can use both of a character's actions to do the console.
But like
Correct.
if you activated medical, you would only have 1 action
because it has
medical has tokens on it.
Unless you wanted to throw your bribe or a compromat behind it for an additional action.
Yeah.
So let's just say that this Colonel right here was like over here in the rec room. So they would move 1, then they would activate the console action. And does that mean that the drone would only have 1 more action left?
So the console action is to activate the drones to do a thing. So you'd only do 1 action with the drones if that's what you want to do with the console action.
So you almost need the character to be there where the console is.
To take 2 consecutive moves with the drone, yeah.
Got it. Interesting.
Okay. Let's see. I think I still will. Oh shoot, who is the?
I feel like the drone should have tunnel rat, thematically speaking.
They actually used to.
The reason they don't have tunnel rat is because they couldn't fit that. They didn't want any character to have 3 options.
Yeah, and they wanted remote control to be an ability
on the card. Yeah.
Yep, there's room right on the card right here.
Yes.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna activate the Daredevil. Where's my activation token?
You can just hit the A and it'll automatically take it from wherever that is, just as like a.
That's amazing. Okay, and the Daredevil is gonna go hang out with the rat and everyone else in the biolab, and that's it. Oh no!
Now the Daredevil. Yeah, now the Daredevil's contaminated.
Oh, true.
Oh my god, why are so many people contaminated?
It wasn't me this time.
Where can I go next? Ooh, chem lab.
Just for anyone who cares about not having people being contaminated, you can go to the tanks to decontaminate.
Where are the tanks?
If you want to do that.
Oh,
Right
hey, look at
That
that.
action to do that, right?
It is an action to do that, unfortunately. You have to tell them to go take a shower.
I always assumed those were fuel tanks.
Yeah, me too.
Who knows
Oh,
what kind of tanks they are?
You have to use fuel to clean the contamination.
You're just slightly
Everybody
setting
knows
yourself on
that.
fire.
Let me just take a lovely gasoline bath.
All better.
Because when you explode the fuel cells, they also light on fire.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That didn't used to be there, so that's kind of funny.
Yeah, there was definitely some discussion about where we go to decontaminate and where we go to delete data.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
I'm going to activate the troubleshooter. Well, yeah.
It's
Sorry.
okay. It's
I
okay.
need to remember to hit the button.
You don't
So
need to
it's
hit the button.
stacked.
I was just moving it over.
It's so much easier.
But you do need to activate the character still.
Oh, thank you. I remember to hit the button for that for some reason. Okay, and they are going to move and move.
I'll go into the biolab.
Just get everybody contaminated.
Whose side are you on, John?
I am on the biolab side.
All right, who wants contamination?
The Colonel.
The Colonel does. I'm pretty sure other people do. Maybe not. Nope, there we go. The Daredevil wants to be contaminated.
And the microbiologist does too.
Wait, does that mean that Drew is the Daredevil?
Or the microbiologist.
Yeah, the microbiologist wants everyone to be contaminated.
And the rat counts for that.
Which is stupid, because I can't get that off the rat. Throw him into space. Crush him with the cargo cloth. That works, right?
I mean, feed him to the fucking botanist.
That's fair.
I mean,
Could
the
be into the
irony in
plant.
itself is worth the effort.
Sorry, I was done. Erzaad, you're up.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. Let's activate the Colonel.
But can you activate the Colonel?
Yes, I can, because medical is there.
Oh, that looked red to me. I don't know why the angle's weird. Okay.
What you doing with the Colonel, Erzaad?
Let's see. I'm gonna use the drone to go get some compromat, but I'm gonna send him over here.
To Alcatraz.
And I think that's all I can do.
Oh, you can draw the compromise into your hand.
Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, no. I used remote control twice to
Yep.
move and then pick up.
Okay. On to minute 9. And it's my turn.
And another minute passed already.
I know.
Seems so fast.
Time flies when you're hurtling through space to your fiery death.
I'm going to go ahead and reactivate the counselor and move the counselor out into the therapy garden. Taking these real easy turns.
What's up with that?
I've decided that the early game turns don't matter, so I'm just going to bullshit them and start playing the game later.
Valid.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Botanist. I will activate said botanist, as before previously mentioned. And I'm going to move slowly, of course. 1, 2, into the bridge.
You
that's
There's a
three. You
corridor
gotta stop
here.
there.
It's there's 3. If you want to get a compromat, you can move into the storm shelter.
Yep,
there's
that you
one
can do.
there.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Oof. I don't know why your ping is so bad. You're at like 450 for me right now.
Yeah,
I don't know why either.
Going down
Do you
now.
think it's because I'm manufacturing data over here? No, I use my
Nice.
free pickup.
Terrible. All right.
And that should be the end of my turn. So for those of you who know the game fairly well, let's just say that there are 45 degrees of things to know. So like if you think it like you're at the center of that point and there's 45 degrees spread out, like how much do you need to should you focus on? Like that 5% down the middle of your character? It's a completely nebulous question, but I'm just
I
kind of
don't fully understand the question, if I'm being honest.
okay.
You should focus 100% on winning.
17 degrees.
17 degrees. That's okay.
I-
That sounds like
I
a
don't
real
know.
answer, so
I don't know.
I accept it.
I would worry about your goals rather than everybody else's
interesting.
Sure.
until later in the game.
I guess that's what my point is there's so many different ways to accomplish those goals that it's hard to like think about what I'm doing now. How does that help me later?
I'm gonna activate the station chief. They're gonna walk over to storage and free pick up this helmet. And then walk back to the therapy garden. So, auto snap. So exciting.
Wait, what'd you do, Lily? Lily? She activated the station chief.
She moved over, free picked up the helmet, and then moved back. I think she got up and walked away because I'm hearing
I was
noises.
gonna say, it didn't look like he moved to me. Like I zoned out for a second. I looked at the other screen, and all of a sudden, this like Lily ended her turn without doing anything. Okay, that makes sense. Didn't see that. All right, I want to see if this works. If it does work, look at that. Activate the engineer, and we're gonna move the engineer 1, 2, go.
Buddy, come on. Everyone who plays games with me thinks I never cats. That really just loud.
Actually, we think that there's a person there meowing.
Meowing in the background. Yeah.
In the background.
They do a really good impression of a meow.
Yeah. Well, not really, because we can tell it's a person just going meow. Like they're not even trying. They're just that annoying person in the background, and they know it. Yeah.
Aquaman boss, you can activate any character that you have the most cubes on, or tied for the most. So you have to first throw cubes onto characters, and then you can activate any character where you have the most cubes.
Okay. Right. You can't go EVA without a helmet, right?
For the most part, yes. Robots can go EVA because they don't need helmets. If you are the telepathic rat and you are controlling somebody, you can suicide them into EVA. But if
Is that just down or is that extermination?
that would be downed because EVA is basically a hazard. It's got the hazard symbol up here. But for the most part, no, you cannot just go to EVA without a helmet.
Right. Okay.
So because there's a lot of characters' objectives who want other characters to be down. Is there an extent to where you've gone beyond down and now there's something beyond that?
Yes, that's annihilated, represented by the skull symbol. And I think the only thing in game right now that can do it is the Fang Garden in hydroponics. Botanists can have their plant eat people if they are corpses in that room.
Project X can sometimes do it, and if the antimatter explodes, then that could potentially do it as well.
Okay. Yeah. Oh crap! Nope, can't do that. I was so close to actually taking an action.
Oh, this game's funny.
This game is hard. That's what it is.
It is hard. Why do you think I like it?
Can I activate the same character 2 turns in a row?
You can, but it counts as having an activation disc on it at the start of your turn.
There.
So
it's only one.
So it's only one action, unless the character has Uncanny.
Right. Okay, I feel like I should probably be a little bit less reckless with cubes, so maybe I'll activate someone who I already activated.
You can always renegotiate, don't forget, instead of
Yeah, but isn't
activating.
that like a kind of a waste, because then I don't get to actually take an activation? It's just I do nothing on my turn to get a cube back.
You get a cube and your disc back, so, you know, if you're worried about cubes or if you want your disc off a character but don't want to activate somebody else, it's things you can do.
That seems inefficient.
It probably
It's
is.
like there's 9 minutes until this whole thing blows up, but I really want to renegotiate.
I think you actually can take a wait action with your character to remove your disc from them as well.
Oh, interesting.
Let me double check that.
Yep, skip an action and you
Yep.
retrieve your disc.
All right, I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna move up here.
I don't really know why you would do that, because if you just leave your disc on, then it prevents people from having more actions on that character.
I guess,
You want to make sure to have 2 with them next turn.
yeah, maybe after you've revealed or something.
Yeah, you want to set up or something.
Oh, yeah.
I am not going to place any influence cubes. I am going to activate the cyborg, and we will move twice and do a free pickup.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's all kinds of bad.
Just a cyborg carrying a monkey wrench. It's really nothing to worry about.
That is a plumber's wrench, sir. Have you ever seen a wrench?
It's not a monkey. Isn't a monkey wrench and a plumber's wrench the same thing?
I think they are, yeah.
Okay.
Just don't wear a helmet, guys. Don't wear a helmet. Right? He can't down unhelmeted humans. Is that how I'm reading that?
No,
No, by just attacking someone with a helmet, without a helmet, you can down them with a bludgeon.
yes, that's the global rule. And then if he reveals a cyborg, he's so brutal, he can still down helmeted characters. He just smashes through that thing.
I
See
So
how
target
I
the
read it, because
attack
he loses the weapon, so I see it as he impales them, and it just gets stuck in the person.
That's a good way to do it too.
All right. I am going to influence the inspector. Clicking does not seem to be working anymore.
It's there, it's just not where it should be. It's like just to the left of it.
It's very temperamental.
There's already a disc there.
There is.
Crap. All right. I think I'm still going to do that, but I am, well, shoot. I'm going to play 2 cubes on the inspector.
Oh.
Oh,
Whoa.
he's the inspector. He does not have tunnel
Sorry.
rat.
We're going to move. Oh, well, that changes things. Never mind.
What about the rat?
No,
He-
tunnel rat.
He doesn't have
Tunnel
tunnel rat.
rat.
Tunnel rat allows you to go through vents, which is the path he was trying to take.
Got it.
The vent's too big, sir.
It goes straight forward from the forward to the aft hub, so I figured it was just the same. But never mind.
You can go 1, 2.
Well, I can only
There's
take one
a-
action because
I
Oh, yeah.
thing on there. All right, so we're not going to do that. Instead, let's activate the doctor,
Doctor.
and I will pick up the compromat. That's free compromat.
Sorry, who did you activate?
The doctor.
The doctor.
Oh, I can look at Project Hex now. Let's do that.
What are these trap things?
They're when the operatives
The
reveal.
operative?
Yeah, it's for the operative's reveal ability.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's right there.
Let's see. Do I have to take a second action?
It's a great question. I mean, you could always wait if you really want to.
I don't want to wait.
That's
but I
fair.
don't want a second action either.
Yeah, let me check what it says. I think I'm in the wrong section. That's too far. Sequence of play. I don't think it technically says may. And there isn't a... Oh, you may retrieve your activation disk. So if you wait, you don't have to take your disk. There it is.
All right, then I'm going to wait and leave my disk where it is.
Sounds great. That's the end of a minute. Okay, great. Things are starting to look gnarly. I don't know if anyone's noticed.
Yeah, that cyborg is
Define gnarly.
I've noticed a few things.
Or you think you've noticed a few things.
No,
Bum bum ba.
I've noticed at least one thing.
I've noticed the things I've done. That's the extent of my abilities at the moment.
I'm very confident on what one character or one player has.
Oh.
I'm very confident in that guess.
Oh, I thought it was just yourself.
No.
I'm confident in who I am, and that's
great. Shut up, Jekyll.
Oh boy. I'm going to influence the operative, activate the operative. Operative's going to free pick up the briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
And move 2 spaces to the quarters.
Awesome.
Easy peasy.
Uh-oh. Oh, the operative's a officer as well.
Oh no. I don't like this.
Somebody's a monkey.
That's offensive, sir.
Sorry, orangutan. I don't know.
It's a chimp. Thank you. An astro chimp. That is not me confirming that I am or am not the astro chimp. It is called.
Just that the Astro Chimp is in fact a chimp.
Yes.
Guerric may be the Astro.
I mean, it's also a defensive play against other people potentially that need it.
Yeah.
Putting on a character that does not need that is not a bad play sometimes.
So my understanding is that I would like to activate the microbiologist.
Yep.
And I can click A, or I can just click here and I already have the influence cube, so I essentially
You have the most influence or tied for the most on the character. So you can just activate. You don't need to influence.
Okay. So I'm going to use my free pickup to pick up the telepathic rat.
Oh boy.
Yep.
And I'm going to bring...
Does that... The rat goes in...
Absolutely.
Item slot.
It's like an item.
It is an item.
Okay.
It is
Hey,
an
I
item.
have an idea.
There.
I gotcha.
Is the idea to kick your kid off the internet?
No. Hold on.
It's weird, Matt, because my ping to him is only like 75, 80. It's still 100 though.
It's fine
Yeah,
up until he tries to
breaking.
do something and then he spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once he grabs something, it spikes.
Oh,
Like
interesting.
there. As soon as he grabbed that, it spiked.
Yeah.
Weird.
So then what I'm going to do is my first action, I'm going to move from the biolab to the chem lab. My second action is to manufacture a bomb.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Okay. there you go, rat.
There's a slight problem with that, isn't there?
He has nowhere to put it. He can't,
Yeah.
He can't. He has nowhere to equip it.
You have a telepathic rat, an artifact, and a contamination holding up your 3 item slots.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, you cannot manufacture if you do not have the space for it.
Just set it on the floor. It's fine. Except bombs on
He
the floor.
could drop something else if he wants.
Right, but not
That's
as
still an
that would be
action.
Yeah.
It's still an action.
He would have to do it next turn. Like, he would have to make the bomb next turn.
Right, because his free action was already used to pick up the rat. Right.
Because presumably you can make a bomb one-handed while holding an artifact or a rat.
Let me see if there's another way that I can accomplish my goal. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna undo what I did, so the rat will go back.
I'll move microbiologist back to the biolab and put the rat back there.
I'm gonna get crazy here. Oh wait, it's not that crazy because I already have 1 cube on the Daredevil. So actually, no, I can activate the Daredevil.
You can.
That's still not gonna work. So I'm assuming it takes an action to detonate the bomb?
Yes, you would be holding the bomb and you have to throw it. Maybe also drop it. Let me see if I can find out.
Yeah, you can drop it, but if you wouldn't be able to do that and kill yourself because
Yeah, suicidal actions are not acceptable unless you are influenced by a rat.
Yes.
Ignoring self-preservation. Okay. Well, then here's what I'm going to do. As the Daredevil, I'm going to activate. I'm going to create a bomb.
You got it.
And then I'm going to move through the biolab and get contaminated.
He's already contaminated.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to do that if you don't want to. He's already
Sweet.
contaminated.
No, that's good. And I do have a free pickup or drop action.
Are you going
And I will
to
not-
pick up a psychic rat?
No.
Okay.
Should I?
I don't know. I'm not you. Last I checked, I can go.
I think that's
I can go look in a mirror.
If anybody wants to foil my plans, I'll be in the biolab. who I
going
presume to be will be in the biolab.
activate medical. And I'm going to move the drone.
Is throwing an item an action?
Yes.
Yes.
Or is it considered a free, if you have one free item thing, or is that just pick up,
No,
drop?
It's just pick up and drop.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move the drone into the tanks.
So if I guess I'm just assuming that John wants to blow up Vault X and open Project X. So can he do that on his next turn with just one action? Would throwing a bomb adjacent open Vault X, or do you have to throw it into Vault X?
You have to throw it into the Vault X room, which is a separate room, and you cannot throw through a locked door.
I'm putting 3 cubes on the Daredevil.
Do that. Okay.
I'm dropping this. Oh, I'm activating it.
Yep.
All right, and I'll take my one action to move him back where he was.
You can't. Oh yeah, I guess you don't. Have
I dropped
to set
it.
it.
I didn't. Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I didn't set it off. I just put it on the ground so he can still use it if he wants.
Do you
Yeah.
still do you still get the free drop action if you only get the one action because my
You do,
disc's
yes.
on there?
You always get
I
the
can-
free
and-
action.
Yep. But now I have 3
Interesting.
cubes, so you need to put 3 cubes or more to be able to use the Daredevil again.
Sure, that's fine.
You gave him the bomb, so he doesn't care.
I don't care. You Daredevil, you are just a tool in my evil plan.
Huh.
Actually, sorry, before I question,
Sure.
he has adrenaline. Could I have not just dropped the bomb and used it? It wouldn't be self-preservation at that point. Because
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
That's
Can I-
that's any hazard, right? That's not generic hazard
It's
icon.
any hazard.
Yep.
do I care? Does that change?
Would you like to activate the firebomb and start a fire?
But then he can't move. Do I care?
No, the Daredevil could still move because it can free step into a
Yeah,
hazard.
It can move through.
But I can't free step
that-
out of it,
does that
can
mean
I?
Oh no, not out. No, it'd be stuck
That's
there
what I
right
mean.
now.
Yeah.
Does that mean that Daredevil can EVA for free?
Yes,
Without
apparently.
a helmet.
Yeah, as long as they don't have a helmet on.
Oh, you can free step into a hazard once per activation. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just gonna leave it as a B. You can go. Sorry. I'm not gonna
Oh,
overthink
that's
it.
good.
I was just debating if I
Huh.
want him to have the bomb or not.
Yeah.
Trust me, you want me to have this bomb.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I do.
I don't believe there's ever a scenario where that's been true.
Real quick, you could. I'm not seeing why you couldn't move out after free dropping this because you could still activate it with the free drop, I believe. So if you want this to go off, you can still move out. Is what I'm saying.
Technically, would that have made he could have done that on his turn, couldn't he? At that point,
Yes.
because he wanted to do that and he moved back with it. So like that would be.
Well, the difference is he manufactured, moved. So he could have free dropped it to activate it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that dropping it would be the same as activating it. Otherwise, I would have done that. But you said I couldn't because of self-preservation.
We
can.
we didn't notice that you had the adrenaline ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if we want,
well,
we can roll things back. Because I mean, it's just Pat's turn, and
Because I mean, yeah. Well, Lily as well, but
Oh,
Lily
yeah,
didn't
what-
do anything
yeah, Lily wasn't
affected anything.
relevant, right?
Lily moved a drone.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm okay either way.
Because like yeah.
I'm okay
I just
fixing
feel
it.
like yeah, we can fix it because I feel like he wanted to do that and we said no, but he could have.
Yeah, I didn't notice adrenaline. So if you want to do that, John, we
I'm
can.
taking my cubes back then.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
might change what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll free drop the bomb,
And this was on you.
and then that starts a fire,
Yep.
which I would assume this becomes here.
Correct. The section is damaged, and you place a fire hazard in the section.
So
Which
you didn't even have to move him back if you want to. You could have like started it here, like thrown it here from this spot, right?
That's also true.
No, Well, because I was using the free drop because I used one action to manufacture it, then I moved, and I can only drop or
yeah,
pick
that's what
up.
I'm saying. If you didn't want to move back, you could have stayed here and then
and then just thrown it.
Thrown it in there if you wanted.
That's also fine.
That's totally up to you.
And then after throwing it, you actually could free step into it with adrenaline.
That would, yeah. So you would have the same, if you want him there, it's the same result. He can be there. That's
or if you want Daredevil to be here, that's also fine.
Yeah.
Let's leave the Daredevil.
Couldn't he?
Let's leave the Daredevil here.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you move the tree?
How do fires get put out?
With
hazard suppression.
Yes.
Yes.
So we should mention microbiologist was downed by that, which means John took an action against a human in a lit section that downed them while the cameras are on, which means John will be suspect if you go through with that.
Wait, it says attack. Does it actually refer to any action though?
I am fairly certain it means any action. Let me double check that though, because this is actually something I remember thinking I needed to talk to Andy about.
Also, I can ask Matt too if it's not. Oh wait, no,
I mean,
now.
To be fair, it is pretty sus to throw a bomb at someone.
10.1.2, any action taken by the acting player during their current activation phase, which causes a human to become down in a lit section with cameras on, makes the acting player suspect.
I will say at this point, the designer really hates robots because you can be violent against robots with no repercussions.
Yes, Matt is a noted technophobe.
They just follow the 3 laws of robotics.
I think I'd rather figure out a different way to do it, but for the sake of this game, I'm going to just live with the consequences.
Sure.
I want to see how it plays out. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Because even if I end up being guilty, I just want to see it play out.
Sure.
So how do you get fires out?
Hazard suppression.
Yep.
Which is a console command. So you need to be here or here.
Yep.
And what is gas? Is gas a hazard?
Gas is also a hazard.
Gas is anything with a triangle is a hazard.
But gas doesn't spread.
Yep.
Gas doesn't spread. So you'd still be down though by going into a section with gas.
Correct. Without a helmet.
Yeah.
Without a helmet.
And also, I don't know if you want to explain, Guerric, how fire works. So, for instance, there's a timer, I guess, you put on it, and then if it's not extinguished, then it spreads.
Right.
Yeah,
so
because I'm gonna steal Bott Bott's timer.
Yeah, I was gonna grab that. So
okay.
The fire did a few things. It damaged the section, which means you can no longer manufacture the X secret in the biolab. It downed the human character in the section. It put a time counter there, which indicates that at the end of Bott Bott's next turn, if the fire's still here, it will spread. And it will spread to an adjacent spinward section. And then similarly damage that section, down anyone there.
And for the biolab, it actually prevents contamination.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, because it says so on the biolab. And if gas and fire are ever co-located, you remove the fire. So if for some reason you somehow cause gas where there's a fire, you remove the fire but leave the gas.
That seems weird.
Turns it into smoke, I think.
Yeah.
It's hard to breathe.
Yeah.
Is the rat also? He doesn't have a.
Nope.
He's an item. He's fine.
Right.
Yeah, so if you look at the rat's card, he's in like this protective little bubble.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
So he does not.
Okay.
So
that was Bott's turn. Now,
right.
Lily
So
would still do the same thing, I'm assuming, or do you have something
I
else
would
in mind?
still do the same thing.
Finishing that up real quick. Did John place this influence cube on his turn?
No, that was there before.
Yeah, I'm pretty
cool.
sure.
Yep.
All right. So Pat, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna totally change what I'm going to do. Then I'm gonna let the fire go. Don't care. It's already gone.
Sounds good.
Gonna reactivate the engineer. I'm gonna move him down one, and he's gonna pick that up as his free thing.
Sounds great.
So I don't know what Lily's trying to do with that robot, but
Just provide options, man.
that's fair. But I have a helmet now, so your options are limited.
It's fine. It's fine. Just as a side note to anyone who cares about this pod down here, it can only be launched if there is a downed human in it.
Yep, like it says on the pod. It also does not require abandoned ship to launch, unlike the other pods.
The only
Can we
other
take
one, the inspector's pod can leave without abandoned ship too, right? But only by the
Correct.
inspector.
Correct. No, anyone with jury rig or
jury rig.
badge.
I'm sorry. I
Right.
wanted to take a quick pause. I'm either missed it or we didn't go over it in a lot of detail about how the pods work.
Yeah, so pods are escape pods. If you launch them, they will take all the characters inside and go to the mesosphere, which means they have escaped. Any of the characters inside, whether they are up or down, they will be escaped. Launch is a section action. You can either time launch from within the shuttle, in which case you will place your time disk on it and it will launch at the end of your next turn. Or you can immediately launch it from the aft airlocks with section launch, or from the bridge if you have officer and choose the bridge launch action. And in order to do this for Alcatraz, Houdini, and McQueen, you must have abandoned ship active, which is another status for the station. Abandoned ship can be triggered manually from the bridge as an officer action. You can also trigger it by going to blackout, by damaging 2 or more power sections. Or the final turn of the game will have abandoned ship trigger. And maybe this is a good time to mention that there is actually a 1 in 3 chance we will have an extra turn after the last minute. So that's a bomb to drop on you guys.
Well,
Oh, and I should maybe mention the little people symbols in the bottom right of the pods. That's how many people can be in a pod.
Hmm. Cool.
all right.
Am I up? Did you take 2 actions with engineer?
Yeah, Pat,
Took 1
'Cause-
because he moved and did a free pickup.
and he was reactivating engineer, so
Yep, I
No,
reactivated.
never
it.
mind then.
Oh, right.
So
I didn't
Drew's
catch
good.
that. Okay, so I'm good. Or I'm up. Let's see. Sure. Oh, actually, I guess that's. Ugh. Um. Hmm. Okay. Damn. I have no idea what to do. This game is so weird. I love it. I guess. Nope. How the connections on the ship are like very difficult right now.
Are there any major graphical changes planned for the map? Do we know?
nothing I've heard of. This is like the 3rd or 4th revision. Seems like the final one.
Okay.
This one's a
This-
lot better than the previous ones.
Yeah.
They said they wanted to touch up the corridors, but aside from that, I don't know.
Yeah, I know when
I
we
think that's the only thing I would want to see is corridors kind of a little more clearly defined.
With all of the crossing, it gets a little bit more difficult in some areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know that it could be better defined, although that's kind of like what I'm hoping for. There's like several points on the map where it seems like there is a connection and there isn't. But oh well.
there's a good chance that at some point there was a connection and they removed it because this redraw changed the layout of things a bit for the sake of being able to lay it out visually.
That makes sense.
There's a lot more overlapping and stuff in the very first version of the map, or not the true first, but the one that was being playtested heavily last year. And the orientation was the opposite way, so the escape pods were at the bottom, the bridge was at the top. That was not easy to adjust to.
No, it was not.
When they changed it.
Okay. So okay, so activating the rat is actually pointless because the rat can't have the microbiologist do anything. 'Cause
Right.
It's downed, right?
Right.
Yes.
You
Well,
also...
Bott Bott would be the one- you have same thing as the kernel. Like Bott Bott would
Yeah.
be the only one who could do it at this point.
Exactly what I was going to say. You cannot influence the telepathic
Oh,
rat, and
right.
therefore you
Right.
cannot activate it.
Yeah, that's right. I would have to influence the microbiologist first.
Yep.
Got it. Can I throw an influence on the microbiologist?
I knew you were about to ask that.
You need to throw 2 on it, I think,
Or-
right?
But can I? Yeah, can you influence downed characters?
I'm finding out.
Well, no,
Sure
because you just have to be tied for most. There's only one cube on it, so you don't.
No, loyal.
Yeah, microbiologist has like a weird ability.
Onto a single character card that is not down, escaped, annihilated, or a player character.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I was gonna have some fun with the rat, but apparently not.
Honestly, like the fire being there is okay with. They're trying to locks in quite a few things into that square.
Yep.
If anybody here is a microbiologist, I apologize.
I mean, you should probably stop calling them little. They don't take kindly to that.
To be fair, no, the microbiologist doesn't really care as much if he dies or not. Like, it's +2 points, but he can score so many points off other people escaping with contamination.
Biggest
What's
part
more-
is actually destroying the biolab, which contaminates people.
So if someone was the microbiologist, the fact that the fire started in the biolab is the worst part.
Sorry, guys. Nope. Oh, yeah. Okay, can't do that. I keep coming up with ideas, and then there's something that makes me not able to do them.
That's Stationfall.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Especially the first few games.
Do you have to be an officer to use actions at the bridge, for example?
Yep.
Yes.
That's the icon right there. You can see.
Yeah, they have the officer action. That icon that applies to all 4 of those actions.
Yep.
And similarly, Cryolab, you require it for bypass. I don't know if there are any more. I'm not seeing any more that are officer actions.
What does bypass do? I don't see it in the section actions section.
It releases Project X, and I think starts abandoned ship.
I don't know if it starts abandoned ship. Why is it not in the...
What's going on?
13.3.
Oh, it's just not in the index. Trigger abandoned ship and release Project X.
Oh, Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's
good
just
to know.
not in the index at the end, which is
Yeah. Oh, I should mention that to Andy. Arcanum, you may enter the bridge if you are not an officer. There's no lock and there's no special limitation beyond that.
Can't.
You just cannot take
can't
the section actions.
Mm-hmm. That's why the doctor's in there.
Correct. The doctor is not an officer. And also doesn't have
Can we
command.
deputize him?
No,
Yeah.
not anymore.
Not in this game.
Not anymore.
Yeah. No digital assistant.
Yeah.
And they got rid of command.
Oh, right. I always forget that.
I like how the doctors upon reveal gain a gun. That's freaking great.
I
mean,
think
the inspector
I think Jekyll's reveal is much more
Alright.
stupid.
Upon reveal, unless possessed.
That would be my first game.
Okay, I'm gonna just reactivate the inspector and run away from the stupid cyborg.
I love so much when somebody takes forever to think of their turn and they just reactivate somebody and make a move. It's so funny.
This game is ridiculously heavy for an 11-minute. An 11-minute game. We should have been done 2 hours ago.
I mean, this is the kind of game that when everybody knows it really, really well, it would get just
Yeah,
wild.
totally.
Like the sandbox nature of it is probably the most surprising and most fun part of it.
Yep.
Well, geez. I thought I knew what I was going to do, but then I just read another rule and it changed everything.
Yep. Keeps happening to me. Oh wait. With the inspector, I guess I should use a free pickup. Why not?
If you would like.
Yeah. Seems fun.
Well,
Well is a deep subject.
we're going to activate the cyborg again. And because they are uncanny, I can move them twice, or I can
Correct.
take 2 actions.
Correct.
So we'll move there. And then is that where I want to move? There. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm not sure I actually want to move them there. I thought I could get further.
Welcome to my life.
Yes, indeed.
I thought I could get further.
Yeah, that's just my life right there.
It's already been activated. No, jeez. Okay. I will go ahead and still activate the cyborg then. Move here and then into the rec room. Just a little recreation. All right, that's it for me.
Gonna activate the kernel. And I will, let's see, what is this thing? I will manufacture some evidence.
That feels prescient with an armed cyborg coming towards you.
Second action. Second action is going to be to shut off the jammers.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Figured that was coming.
What does the jammers do again?
Data may now be copied to any character on board instead of only to co-located characters.
Oh,
So
boy.
that evidence can be sent wherever he wants next turn if he chooses, or anybody wants if they want to reactivate him.
Yep.
Although
So
I don't
he's
think
not-
people can.
As long as
because
he's
of-
not downed, though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He's gonna get downs probably.
Potentially.
the X project secret can also be copied to other people from the doctor or the inspector.
Someone else who has it. Yeah, the inspector.
Okay, that was a minute. I'm going to reactivate the counselor on my turn. The counselor is going to take 2 moves into the panic pod and remove this lock. Boom, boom. And that's that.
The gun? What?
I'm not going to free pick up the gun. Insanity, I know.
It is insanity.
Why? All right.
Actually, no, I had an opportunity to influence there. Is there anyone I wanted to influence? Do I really only have 3 cubes out right now? I'll throw an extra one on counselor just to be annoying.
I think I can do this. I would like to activate medical.
Mm-hmm.
First,
I
you
just
have
need to put 1 cube.
Yep. 1 cube.
Yep. And just as a note for other people, the medical is helpful, so no player can have more than 1 cube on that character.
Good catch. I didn't even realize it had that ability.
Mm-hmm.
What's this this thing for, by the way?
It means you revealed as that player or that character.
Yeah,
So nobody else can activate them.
if you reveal as medical, you put it right there.
Got it.
Oh, isn't it the beginning of John's turn? So this fire spreads.
No, end
Yes.
of end of his turn.
End of his turn.
End of his turn.
End of his turn.
Oh, okay. I'm actually not going to do anything beyond that. There's really nothing to do.
You can move a drone.
Wait, did you do anything?
Yeah.
Oh, I
did you
could move a
just
drone.
activate?
What could I do with a drone?
I don't know. One's up in the middle of nowhere in Alcatraz, and the other one, and the other one's in the tanks.
I mean,
In this mess down here.
did you activate medical for a reason?
You only get 1 action?
Yeah, he only gets
Yeah,
1
I
action.
I only get 1 action.
Yeah, but I don't understand. You didn't do anything. So why you were like, I'll activate medical and then be done. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Okay.
sounds like a great option. This is what I'm doing on my next turn.
Whenever we activate the the hazard, does it get rid of all of them?
No,
Whoops. Whoa, hello. Go away.
it says in one section.
Okay.
Turn fire into gas or remove gas. That is what hazard suppression does.
And if there's gas in a room, fire can't be there, right?
If there's ever gas and fire in a room, you remove that fire.
Okay.
Mm. Hmm. I don't actually know what I want to do.
You know what? You should go to the rec room and play 18xx games.
That sounds great. I would love that. Now I'm going.
Have you
to...
you been thinking about them ever since your play recently, John?
You guys finally got John to play 18xx?
Yeah, he played one of them.
Did.
Which one?
57.
I want to try more. I want to see like how they are different from each other. And
Yeah, 57 was a nonsense one to start you with, but we did it.
I'm so
fun?
far down my PAX rabbit hole that I don't know that I'm ready for 18XX.
So I'm influencing and activating the doctor, which means I'm going to peek at Project X because I'm curious. All right. And then I'm just gonna move the doctor into the medvac pod.
I'm going to see. Influence. Hello button. No. Okay, we'll do it manually. The
Gross.
station chief.
Ooh,
I'll
nice.
Activate the station chief. And we're gonna go 1. We'll free pick up that. Sure, why not?
Uh-oh.
I've learned from Lily. And I'm gonna try.
Things are looking
Always
increasingly...
pick up the weapons. Always pick up the weapons.
Things are looking
Oh, wait,
increasingly
I'm not
hairy
done.
for the
I'm
Colonel.
Not done. I'm gonna use this because he's about to be escaped anyway, and I'm gonna make him leave the pod.
Who said anything about leaving? We don't have an abandoned ship yet.
I'm just making. I guess it's fair, but now if someone wants them out, he'll have to use another action to get him in. He's in an awkward spot for me to use that anyway. So now I'm done.
How'd you get him to move?
I used a compromat,
A
which I'm gonna go put
compromat.
on his thing right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
He is.
Where does it go?
It goes
Oh.
anywhere on the card, really. I'm just gonna throw
Just
it
to
over.
show that it's been used.
I'm gonna throw it like here-ish.
I used
Maybe
the
maybe
compromat.
here-ish.
Mhm.
That is my turn, though.
Hmm. Boy. Okay, I'm gonna turn in my compromat for the station chief to move him here.
So that's where she goes.
Oh, does go on the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
a good indication for us to know. What's
So we
been
know,
used.
yeah, so we know which ones have been played.
Yep. Oh man. Yeah, why not? And then I'll just activate the station.
For some reason, the compromats are still question marks for me.
Oh,
And
really?
Move the station
Yeah.
chief over here.
You don't... Huh. That's weird.
Very strange.
What do you mean? Like the icon that you see on that is a question mark? Or is it in your hand?
Oh.
Like if you're seeing it in other people's hands, it'll show up as a question mark, I think.
Right, but the ones that are out on the board also appear to be question marks to me.
Oh.
How weird.
Yeah.
That is very strange.
I mean, they're on the character who they're for, so I get it.
We can verify.
Oh, that just fixed it. I don't know what Drew did.
Lock unlock usually fixes those little TTS.
Oh, but it's weird because
glitches.
when you unlocked it, then it goes back to question mark for me.
Funny. Well, lock it.
Yeah, just leave it locked. It's fine.
Very bizarre. Anyway,
TTS
Oh.
is weird.
okay, I'm sure no one's surprised by what's about to happen here. But I'll be activating the cyborg,
What?
I didn't see it coming.
and they'll
Shocking.
be moving, and they'll be bashing the colonel in the head.
Wait, Mango, I fed you a station chief.
Station chief is a helmet.
The cyborg has a wrench that ignores helmets.
Yeah, but
It's not
breaks...
active. It's not
Oh, he's got a
revealed.
wrench.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it also would break the wrench, so...
oh, that sucks.
Yes. Those are my two actions there.
And then you are a fugitive, so you do not become suspect.
Correct. It's free. It's free head bashing.
Activating the botanist.
So wait, the doctor's already in a pod?
Yep.
He's
Wow.
free picking that helmet and then moving twice.
Okay, it's the end of a minute. I'm going to activate the chimp. Chimp will go into the panic pod, free pick up the gun.
That monkey has a gun.
He has a gun.
And move back to the quarters.
Someone's
don't
a
like this.
monkey.
I don't like this one bit.
How do we stop the monkey?
Monkey has a gun. It's a little bit harder to stop the monkey.
He doesn't have a helmet, though.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
Just saying.
He's a chimp.
So that's the counselor and the operative.
This is a counselorship. Where is the ambassador?
Oh, wait. Fire spreads. We didn't do that.
Oh, yeah. Did we just totally missed that on John's turn, didn't we?
No, I mean, it's the start of his turn.
No.
He
it's
hasn't
the
done
Oh,
start.
sorry.
Oh, he hasn't gone yet. Sorry.
Sorry, I got lost where we
I
were.
just saw fire. My brain went fire.
Does the fire in the biolab stop spreading now?
It only spreads spinward, so it doesn't have anywhere to spread.
Right. So, but if let's say this fire had been suppressed,
Oh, then yeah, this would probably. You know what? That's a great question.
It doesn't spread because the fire turns into gas, and if the fire goes into gas, then it
oh,
just
so
doesn't
this
matter.
fire should be gas.
No.
No.
Or say if this was fixed twice and totally cleared out, could this fire spread again?
No, because it would have gas there. Fixing it puts gas there.
No.
Right. I'm saying, but if you fixed it twice.
This is an Abbott and Costello routine. If we hazard suppression this fire, the question is, would the adjacent fire spread next time it has the opportunity? And I understand the idea is that since gas is here, it would immediately remove the fire, but the question's valid in case the gas ever goes away. Because you can...
you could just, if you hazard suppress twice.
Right, it removes the gas as well.
Yeah, then it would respread.
Yeah, I would imagine it still spreads.
Yeah, at that point it would respread.
So does this still need to have timers put on it then to know whose turn it would be spreading on?
I think we can just readjust that at that point in time.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah, so by the rules, you actually just leave a time marker on every fire, it looks like. And I'm pretty sure the mod only gives us 3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either don't start fires or figure things out.
Boom. Control C, Control V works.
So the question is, I could spend 2 cubes on the operative, and I could hit the monkey.
With what?
But
You only need
should
1
I?
cube, right?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
The operative doesn't have a wrench.
But also the
though.
operative doesn't have any
Well, it says may attack and sabotage.
May attack
sections
robots.
as a gun.
robots.
Oh, robots are not monkeys.
Monkeys are not robots.
All right,
One of those statements is more true than the other.
I'm going
I
to
don't know.
reactivate. I'm going to reactivate medical, and I'm going to flip the kernel, and that's my one action. And then the fire will spread.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Did I say anything untrue? And now the nano factory is busted.
This is true.
Sure is. If we damage the mainframe, then more power is affected.
That's what I'm hoping. I want chaos.
To influence the kernel and activate him. And I'm gonna keep my drone march going. I'm gonna go over here.
Wait, how did he revive? Oh,
The
did someone do it? Okay.
Yeah, medical
You did it.
revived him.
Got it.
Oh, and speaking of which, because medical revived him, you should put medical score at
Yes.
1.
Yep.
Yes, we should.
Oh, okay, cool.
And that will be my turn.
All right. I'm going to put a cube on the Daredevil. Activate the Daredevil. Compromat first before doing anything. The Colonel. And I'm gonna have the Colonel put gas in this room.
Wait.
Wha-
It's only hazard oh, got
Right.
it. I
Yeah,
understand.
hazard suppression. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right?
Are you trying to? Are you trying
When you
to
said
stop it from
put
spreading?
gas, yeah, when you said put gas in that room, I was just like, wait.
Why do you think I
what?
waited to do that until it was past that point? Now it's still going to continue spreading, but this room specifically doesn't have any.
Nice.
I am going to go 1, 2, free pickup.
Oh boy.
Go, Drew.
It's a good Daredevil turn.
Oh, I forgot the. No, I didn't. We're good. I can't do anything else. When I saying I've already compromated. Well, I could have bribed. Yeah.
Interesting.
Actually, yeah. No, I've already had my turn. I'm gonna stop overthinking my turn. I'm happy.
If I tell myself I'm happy with my turn, I will be happy with my turn.
I'm good.
I keep having a turn planned out, and then other people ruin it, and then I have to rethink it.
Welcome to Stationfall.
Shit. Hmm. Oh, I guess I could do that. Sure, I'll activate the inspector, and I'll go get a compromat.
Oh, I forgot there were still compromats. I thought they were all gone.
Not yet.
I didn't see those two.
If it matters, the inspector can pick them up from an adjacent room.
Ooh.
You could technically pick both up then.
Uh,
You can pick both up.
That's right. I can pick
Move-
both up, so that's
yeah,
what I'll
move-
do.
Yeah, we'll move them back and pick them both up.
Nice.
That's nice. Fuck, I wish I would have. I didn't even. Man, I wish I would have saw that move. That's a fucking awesome one.
Okay. Well, you guys need to get down. So I'll be activating the cyborg again and hitting the colonel and medical.
Yep, that's pretty much what I expected.
How do you get two moves though if he was already on it?
Uncanny.
Oh, he didn't see the uncanny. You're right. Sorry, I didn't see it.
No worries.
And that's
Too zoomed out.
and stay down. That's
Mango, you are working against me here.
I have a feeling that's a thing that's going to happen in this game.
Yeah, Arcadum, this is classic cyborg behavior. Not to
I'm just surprised it's not Lily.
that's true.
Are you outing me?
I'm
Are
being
you outing me,
nice.
Guerric?
I'm like waiting. It's like the quiet before the storm, isn't it, Lily? That's I'm waiting.
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I feel like there's a lesson in Aquaman bosses. Can the gun be used for defense? No, cannot.
There actually used to be like a hierarchy system for who you could attack based upon if you had like gun versus bludgeon, and
See, that doesn't take into account crazy people who would charge a person with a gun while holding a monkey wrench.
All right. I don't know if this is smart or not, but we're gonna do it.
It's always a good sign.
I'm gonna be the first reveal of the game.
Ooh!
Ooh.
What you got?
I'm gonna reveal his exile.
Oh, interesting.
We haven't even seen an
Interesting.
exile.
Yeah, interesting.
I know.
They've just been hanging out in there for the entire game.
So first thing that's
Oh,
gonna
I see why. That makes sense.
I'm going to compromat the botanist to throw me the helmet.
Ah.
Nice.
I will then free pick up the helmet. And let's see.
Oh man, that's not gonna be difficult to keep track of.
That Blood from a Stone ability is awesome. I'm glad they added that to Exile.
Hmm?
After using Compromat on an NPC, return it to your hand.
Ooh, look at
Exile
the
always
hacker
had that.
ability.
What?
Oh yeah, so I get that back. Sorry.
Are you sure? Always?
Yeah. The Exile always had the thing where they would balance compromat, where they would reveal a compromat and then they would keep it.
I don't remember that when I played Exile a long time ago.
And that's how the Exile always worked. The tradecraft is the new thing. The tradecraft was not there before.
Well, let's keep this going, I guess. I will compromat.
You can only compromat once per turn, though. That's the
Mhm.
limitation to
Is
it.
that true? Okay.
Yes, that is true.
That's fine.
Can you imagine you could just keep compromating the botanist over and over and over again because you have the comp?
That's a good point. I thought I might be able to use a different character, but yeah, that's fair. Oh, geez. What do I do now? I had a plan, but it went out the window.
Did you activate the Exile?
I meant to.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure your disc was over there.
I think I will double move.
Headed straight for that cyborg.
Come at me. He can't hurt me.
He can if he reveals.
No, he can't. Fast
no,
talk.
he's got fast talk.
Ah, fast talk. Nice.
He's got to send the ship into blackout first.
Yeah, easy peasy. All right, a minute passes.
It's okay, I have no
5.
reason to hit you. You have a helmet on anyway, so that only works if Cyborg is revealed.
Right, I mentioned that.
Mhm.
5 rounds left.
God.
I know, right?
Panicking an option.
I debated about picking
Always.
Exile because I knew I was last in turn order and a lot of the compromat was going to be gone by the time I got to go.
It's a fair point.
Um,
Wait, the Colonel is down, not the Inspector.
oh, you're right. I put that on the wrong
think.
thing. Or you did, or somebody did.
I believe I did.
I'm going to... All right, let's not dilly-dally with this. I'll go ahead and reveal myself as the Astro Chimp.
I never saw it coming.
I know, right?
Who would have thought?
Did you pre-pick yours or something?
Yes. Then I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to influence and activate the engineer, who's going to move up to the bridge and take the abandoned ship action.
Hooray.
Hooray. Just trigger abandoned ship. We remove all locks. Are there any left?
Including this, right?
Yep, including that one. There it is.
So does that release Vault-X?
Nope.
It just allows
Project
it.
X?
No, Vault-X is just now accessible.
And
Project
pods
X is only released if Vault-X is damaged.
and pods with the abandoned ship requirement may now be launched. That is my very exciting turn.
So does that mean that your bonus character was the engineer? No, because you need the engineer dead. So escaping, why would you escape with the?
No, the engineer's not escaping.
He's just
the engineer.
abandoning it.
Yeah,
Got it.
he's activating it so other people can leave, which is very ironic for the engineer. So I don't think he wants people to leave, right?
The monkey was just so
Basically.
persuasive.
Yeah.
It's a very persuasive monkey.
Jim.
I'm going to. Let's see. I'm going to take a gamble here. I still don't understand this lag. I'm going to activate the station chief. I'm going to move one. All right, over here, and I'm
Punch
going
the
to take a.
cyborg.
I'm going to take
Punch
a
the
swing.
cyborg.
Take a swing at the cyborg.
Yeah.
Nice.
That room is a perfect pile of corpses.
Yeah, where's the psychic rat now that I think about it? Oh, still in the biolab.
Over here.
On fire.
Now someone needs to go punch the monkey.
So now at the end of my turn, does the fire spread again?
It does. So at the end of your turn,
Nope.
this one spreads over here, and then it's immediately removed because there's gas there.
Oh, okay.
And this one spreads, yep, to there. Yep,
Nice. Mainframe's busted.
which,
We are now on backup power.
correct. Cameras and jammers turn off and
Let's go to murdering.
cannot be turned back on until we go back to normal power. Is that the end of your turn,
Alright.
John?
Yeah. Sure is.
Oh, that's a good point, Synthraxis. I never did grab my cube back from the Astro Chimp.
Let me look up something real quick. Okay. What to do? Yeah, this seems hilarious. At the end of the day, it's all the actions I like doing. I will activate the station chief to take drone control and have the drone down this doctor. That does not, because the cameras are off, I don't have to worry about doing anything about that.
Yep.
And then I will bribe the engineer to do a bridge launch, which takes the drones off the station. Woo!
Oh my god, it's so great.
You can make him do
Is
two
that-
launches?
Is
The
that a
bridge
goal?
launch. The bridge launch. No, it's not. It's
Down
just
the
I'm for fun.
troubleshooter.
The bridge launch. immediately moves any occupied pods that have met their launch condition requirement into the mesosphere. So the fact that because
Okay.
because
Is that
this
a
one
may?
just left an, I don't think it is.
Well,
Like,
I
or
mean,
is it
you're
required.
you're taking an action, so like there's nothing.
Well, I guess what I mean is that can you pick and choose which ones launch, or do just do
No.
all of them that
It's just
qualify launch?
anyone that qualifies launch.
It says
Okay.
all occupied pods.
And that's my turn.
I'm also just going to activate the station chief, and I'm going to.
Sorry, what did you do?
I made this fire go out.
Okay. Hmm.
So what are the limitations on the doctor now they're escaped?
They can't be used. You can reveal as them if you want and use like any reveal effects, but that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
They are gone, out of play.
And you cannot renegotiate from them as well.
Renegotiate?
You can't take cubes back.
Ah, gotcha. Right. I still have a lot of cubes.
Hmm.
Could you use the microbiologist ability to contaminate two evacuated characters, to contaminate an evacuated character if they're in the same pod as a contaminated character?
What?
Could you use contagious on microbiologist, the reveal ability?
I believe so. As long as you're in the same pod.
Yeah, I think
If they're
so.
evacuated
Even if
together?
it's like at the game's end, like because you reveal at the end of like everything happening, like before we count points. So you could.
I don't know that reveal things happen during Stationfall. Let me see if I can find out.
I mean, I believe some of them just do, don't they?
Let me see.
They do not gain any benefits from reveal powers
Yep.
at Stationfall.
At Stationfall. But if you reveal during the game, then you can get that
Good to
effect.
know.
Is revealing a free action?
It is the first thing you can do on your turn, and it is not an action or anything. It's just something you can do.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot about the bribe.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think. This is what I'm gonna do. I will activate the Daredevil, and I will move twice, and then I will reveal as the microbiologist.
Technically you reveal first, but it doesn't make a difference here. Oh, maybe it does with what you're trying to do.
No.
It does.
Yeah.
He cannot do that.
Yeah.
Lame.
Yep. Like I said at the start, sequence of play, you do them in order. Reveal, then influence, then activate.
Yeah.
Why does that not work?
He wanted to. What did you want to do?
Actually, I don't know what you want to do.
Yeah.
I wanted to do. I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, was he trying to take advantage of the thing because?
Yeah, the microbiologist isn't here though.
That's fair.
But the daredevil was contaminated, and that would be contaminating the botanist and the
No.
Mm-hmm.
no, and the troubleshooter.
It says contaminate a character co-located with another contaminated character. It does not.
Yeah, so he
necessarily mean
wanted
the biologist.
he wanted to move the daredevil and then contaminate the botanist and the troubleshooter
Oh, okay.
by revealing. Otherwise, if he did it, if he flipped if he revealed
I
his
understand.
microbiologist. So okay.
Did
Sorry,
you still
Drew.
move him? Or are you taking
Yep.
that turn back, Drew?
Well, he
Nah,
can
do
just do that next turn.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and reveal as
Cyborg.
as
What?
the doctor.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
I'm sorry, Ming.
I will use my bribe.
Where's the artifact?
He doesn't have. Oh, he does have that one.
Oh, yeah,
No,
The microbiologist has
Yeah.
it, so you will get.
Yes,
Goes to the doctor.
right? Because they are not APC.
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
So yes, I get that. Right. That was the first thing I wanted.
Nope, it goes to the doctor.
Oh, to the doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
Haha. You had a fake artifact. And then I will use my bribe upon the station chief to smash the security station. And then I will influence and activate the inspector to move them into the inspector shuttle and to launch it. Or to time to launch it.
Yeah, time launch.
Yeah.
So, right. Okay, and that is my turn. Thank you very much, Lily, for ejecting me.
All good. It's what actually kind of happened last time. I was Jekyll and Pat was Hyde. Pat made a ton of effort to get the doctor off the station, and then I was like, I'm here
did.
too.
It did, and it wasn't even like my main one. I like changed my entire game plan when I saw it. Still lost. Feels bad.
That's a good point, Synthraxis. We should go ahead and throw an X on the doctor.
An X? What? Oh, I guess that makes sense.
The doctor's down.
I'm putting the X over the Earth. You did it.
Thinking. Okay. I am going to activate the botanist. First action, move. Second action, move. I will compromat the botanist to move. And I will bribe the botanist to move.
Maximum actions.
Free pickup helmet.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
The inspector has room for one more. Inspector leaving the station.
Okay.
Turn counter.
Yes, thank you. I got caught up thinking about my turn. Yeah, botanist did not skip leg day. That is right, Synthraxis.
That's a heck of amount to move in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cubes on the reveal get moved into betrayed.
Oh yes.
Yes. Doctor is revealed. Do we have any other reveals we didn't do? Exile's fine. Chimp is fine now.
Fine. That's
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to.
How does that work with? So is it the first person who reveals is the one like?
Cube back, yeah. So
Like how does it work? Like so no one can place it. Okay.
So if
never-
someone is Jekyll right now, they would get their conspiracy power, but they would not get their cube back from betrayal.
You mean Hyde?
because-
He was Jekyll.
Sorry, if someone reveals as Hyde now.
Okay, understood. I couldn't figure out how to phrase the question I was trying to ask.
I got it. I think I got it at least.
Um, I'll just go ahead and activate the Astro Chimp. I will rob the operative to take the briefcase,
You do like shiny things.
and I will move into the panic pod.
I have a question.
Sure.
What's up?
Can a person go into the bio? I guess what I don't understand, entering here gains contamination unless it's on fire, but you can't go in there if it's on fire, can you?
Robots can
If you had a helmet,
go in, and helmeted characters can
Oh.
go in.
Who
If
has
there's a
helmet?
hazard.
the station chief has a helmet.
Hmm.
The engineer has a helmet.
It took away my option to get contaminated, so I figured not bothering with that.
I need more time. I guess I'm just not going to be able to do what I needed to do.
I mean, the game's not over yet.
I mean, that's just not enough. I'm going to. Just don't think it matters. And how do you clear this hazard?
Fire suppression or hazard suppression, sorry.
Which
is
you'd have to
broken.
unlock. You'd have to repair one of the consoles to
Yeah,
get
Yeah.
it.
They're both broken.
Oh, jeez. Well, guys, it's been a real good time. Um, I can't. This is, that's the exile. All right. Well, none of these options are good, just so you know.
That's Stationfall.
Yep. that is Stationfall.
I'm going to activate the station chief, and I believe I already have a disk there. Yep. And I'm going to drag the kernel with. Oh man, what is going on?
All right. Well, since someone already called me out,
Does
I might as well.
does fire spread, by the way?
Yes, fire does spread.
Yes.
To the physics lab.
I got outed, so I'm gonna own up to it. I am the troubleshooter.
Haha, I knew it.
It was pretty obvious.
It was.
when I launched both drones
Yeah.
out into space. All right, cool. So now every one of my conspirators should have jury rig and tunnel rat on my turn, which is fun. But I'm this blue cube goes to betrayal.
Yep.
I am going to activate myself. Go 1, 2. You know what? I also have some dirt on myself.
I thought you couldn't do that.
I don't think you can.
You
Yeah,
can with
I'm pretty sure.
compromat, not with bribes.
Yes.
I feel like they were just talking about that earlier today.
Did they change it?
I don't know.
We can check that, but
Yeah,
that's
let
how
me-
it's always been.
I'll check the rules.
Otherwise, I just wouldn't reveal because
It says you can. It explicitly says you can,
Okay.
which I kind of don't like. I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know how you blackmail yourself.
motivation.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
you're
blackmail, it's
Very, you're
motivation.
very excited that you've reburied your secret.
And
Actually, that's
I will
very
join this
fair,
pile.
Yeah. You know, no one has your secret, so you get extra action.
I will join the pile.
All right. I need to do this, so I'm going to reveal as Daredevil. You get off of here. Get this back. I then am going to put. Oh, sorry. That was where I was centered. My bad. I'm then going to put 2 cubes over here on the engineer. That. I'm then going to activate the Daredevil. Free action slide here. 1 action move. Go.
Okay.
Where'd the devil? What'd you do with the Daredevil?
I free action slid him with adrenaline.
Ah.
Right?
And then moved over to the print shop.
And then moved over to the print shop.
Cool.
Because he don't care if he's on fire. Or she, sorry. I think the devil's a she.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, I'll reveal. Could I have? I don't. It's not relevant anymore necessarily, but could I have used compromat before revealing, or is it literally the very first thing you do must be reveal if you're going to do it?
I'm fairly certain you must reveal, and compromat's only during the active phase.
The
Activate phase.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, I reveal, and the I don't think it matters. I think both the botanist and the troubleshooter are in there. Do I care about which one? No. Well, botanist probably wants something to do with contamination. No, never mind. Yeah, so I'll contaminate the, I don't know, the troubleshooter.
There you go.
And I really wish I could have blew up that pod somehow. That's so many points for Lily. I know it sounds like I'm just teaming up on Lily again. I'm sorry, but like.
Hey, Pat, I already know how you feel, so when are you coming to Cleveland?
Yeah. Talk to COVID. Oh, man.
I mean, we're kidnapping Joey on Saturday, so.
Okay, we don't have anything planned this Saturday.
I
jealous
assumed he
don't
wouldn't
get to
make
go
plans
too.
with us. I'm gonna hold him hostage until you show up.
No. No. Okay, I'm just upset I can't also go.
Soon,
Yeah. Hopefully.
hopefully.
Is anyone else concerned by how many points Drew has?
How many points?
I'm finding it difficult to parse how many points other people have. Where's
2 if he escapes, 1 for every contaminated character that gets to Earth, and 2 if the
There's not
secret
that
data
many
gets to
contaminated,
Earth.
is there?
Which it did.
I think there's just 2 people contaminated that are getting to Earth.
an X Project secret did escape with the doctor?
Yeah. So he's at 6 points right now. I think.
I mean,
I'm pretty
I'm like
sure.
12 times worse.
I'm pretty sure Lily has.
Lily's
Yeah,
at
well,
9, I
just
think.
from-
Right?
Shit, 9, really?
I'm at
Yeah,
9
pretty
right
sure
now
Lily
before
won.
I escape.
Yeah.
Just because I got these 2 drones out. One of those was an accident.
My bad.
One,
Wait, no, I'm at
four,
7. I'm only at 7.
Yeah, I'm including.
No.
Yeah, I'm counting your 9 if this pod goes.
No, I'd be at
1, 2,
No, because two of
Seven.
those are PCs. One's hers, so that's 2 points. But I'm a
6,
PC.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, and she gets +1 for a PC. Oh no.
no NPCs.
NPCs, yeah.
Oh.
So, like, I don't think
I
she
get 2
actually
for
has.
myself,
You actually
but
don't have
the
any
inspect-
points right now, do you?
She has
The drones.
Oh, the drones are an NPC, right? Yeah, so that's
Doctor doesn't count. You're right.
Right. I forgot the doctor didn't count. The inspector and the botanist potentially
As
give
of
me
right
points if
now,
it's
yeah.
lodges.
There's one person left.
Assuming,
to reveal, right?
well, yeah, I have no idea what Bott Bott is because I'm not.
I
Yeah,
thought
well,
he was the rat for the longest time, though he was playing at the beginning.
I don't know.
That was my guess.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, just the drones alone give me 6 points. So
And you cannot compromat PCs, right?
you can compromat them, but they have to agree to it.
And if they don't, they go
Suspect.
They're
Suspect.
suspect.
Yep.
mhm.
They go sus.
Oh,
Did my did my evidence ever get sent to the authorities?
It will at the end of the game
No.
if you choose. Oh, it has to be on a PC, right? Never mind.
If you escape.
If you
with
escape.
with the PC that has.
Oh,
it, yeah.
because
Only
but the
the
colonel
colonel.
died.
Yeah, the colonel died and it never
yeah.
transferred anywhere. I was like, where even was it?
Yeah, the colonel never got a chance to do it. You still have a few turns to do it if you want.
He's
To
dead.
do what?
Oh, he's down.
To go get it again. Oh no, you can't. It's broken. Never mind.
Yep.
I mean, there's technically
mean,
nanogel
if-
somewhere.
Yeah, there's nanogel.
But you also need to fix the. Oh, right for the. Yeah, okay.
You could have the
Yeah, or
inspector
fix the
toss the
security
nanogel
station.
out of the
yeah,
pod.
of course. You can ask. See if it happens.
Is there any way to pick up data from a downed character?
No,
I don't think so, but
I
feel like-
I would say no.
You can pick up items off a down character, does it not? Like you're just stealing the data off their pad?
Well, you have to get into their pad, so like that's kind
fair,
of the thing.
actually. That's
is-
actually fair.
I'm checking the rules.
There's the thing that lets you copy.
I'm
copy
very-
data, right?
I'm very convinced that you cannot, but
No, that actually does make sense. It's not the same as just grabbing a physical item. You actually have to go in and like hack into their stuff.
you can rob
Mhm.
them for it, but they have to be up to be robbed.
Yeah.
Yep.
all right, that's it.
Drew, you forgot something.
Nah.
Come on, bring him with you.
Why?
Cause
Don't do it.
He's not
Jermaine.
contaminated.
It's Jermaine. He can be. He can be.
How?
The station chief is sick of the officer corps anyway.
How can he be contaminated?
I don't know.
Okay, so I've already
You blew up the
revealed-
microbiologist.
I'm like on turn 2.
Yes.
Fair enough.
But I thought if jamming was off. Oh no, that's the exile. No wait, there's something about copying data, right?
Yeah, the person who holds the data can copy it onto somebody else who's co-located, or if jammers are down, they can send it anywhere. So you have to activate the kernel, and the kernel's down, so you can't activate them.
So as my mouse moves over the board, there's 2 states. What's the other state?
It's a different
Don't
map.
do it.
Don't do it.
Please
No,
just
I
don't
wasn't
do it.
going to. I'm just.
It's
I
the
was-
previous. It's the previous version of the art. It has a different
Okay.
art and layout.
My trusty cyborg is down.
You brought that on
Nico,
yourself.
what were you
I mean,
doing
you only
with
have
that?
yourself to blame there.
I mean, I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish.
Which was what?
Don't worry
Murder.
about it.
I'm very
It's the-
confused because you're
It's
the
the thing I
doctor.
wanted to accomplish. Hmm.
Oh, I guess I. Huh.
I think he was just trying to deny the evidence from getting out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
Yeah, the
to
doctor
activate-
gets 3 points if the evidence does not end up with the authorities or police.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to move the station chief down to array control.
Break it.
Well, I only have one action with them.
Yeah.
So.
I was waiting for it.
No, wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something else. No, I had a plan, and the plan. I'm so used to the plan getting screwed up, but it didn't this time. I undid everything properly, right? Yes. Cube is gone. Oh no, I had activated who time. Doesn't matter because I'm about to activate the engineer.
You activated the inspector before.
Yeah, so I'm putting 4 on the engineer. 3 on the engineer. Whoops.
And you're giving John your identity card.
Yep, that's. Oh,
gosh.
was that not the right one?
What's happening?
What are you?
What actually happened? There,
What are you doing?
The microbiologist got put into his hand by accident. That's.
Okay, how did I pick that up?
I don't know.
Very sorry. Okay.
You pulled a Marcus.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm putting 3 on the engineer, activating them, and setting the self-destruct.
Okay.
Oh gosh. I don't think that's gonna matter here because self-destruct goes out 5 turns.
4 turns.
4 turns? Yeah, so it would still just.
Well, no, it guarantees ending on 1.
No, because it'd be 1, 2. It would put it here.
Oh.
So this basically doesn't matter at that point, right?
Yeah.
So you're taking out the bonus
It's
turn.
4 turn. It's like you get 4 more minutes past this minute. Because if you did it here, that would technically be only 3 away.
Okay, now I'll go with my original plan. Or I guess this was my original plan that I remember, but I'll go with my original second plan, which is to activate the station chief and move him down to the array control.
Station chief is popular.
Isn't it? Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna activate myself.
Eric didn't want in on that though.
Nope. Not for me.
The pod launches because this turn is up.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh boy.
A lot of points.
Well, since can I take his data pad and hack it when I'm back on Earth? Surely somebody on Earth knows how to get that data. All right. Anyway,
you would think.
Yeah. No, we have all this technology, but hacking it's just not a thing anymore.
Yep.
And just so you know, you cannot transmit data to an escaped person.
Don't think I need to. All right, so let's see.
Those are more in general for everybody.
Gotcha. I'm gonna move twice. I wish I could use my trade craft with just 1 compromat. That'd be nice.
Is there a reason that this panic pod didn't launch?
Because it hasn't been launched yet.
It hasn't been launched.
How do
yet.
you? Isn't the condition met because it's?
It still needs an action.
When the engineer did the bridge launch, the monkey was not in the pod.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that actually my move saved Guerric in the end because I took out the counselor, which means that it didn't launch because I didn't know it launched all the pods at once.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
All right, since I can't really do anything else, I do get a free console action because I have hacker. So for funsies, let's shut off.
Oh wait, hackers do exist.
Yeah,
They do.
Yeah, and for some reason I'm too dumb to hack.
Can't hack pads.
So let's stop the fire from spreading just for funsies.
Would it have spread to here and here?
No, it only spreads spinward right now.
So the thing is, the pink sections are technically don't have gravity, so fire only spreads in gravity.
Oh, okay.
For the fun math behind it.
All right, I advanced the minute marker.
Yep.
I'm going to activate the counselor, who's going to move onto the pod, and then I'm going to use the compromat for the engineer to use bridge launch.
How
Bye.
convenient.
2 more points for Lily, I think, right?
One
Or
more
one more
point.
point. One more point.
Because the Astro Shrimp is a
NPC.
character.
That's my turn.
Oh man, I wanted the.
Yeah, I was gonna move the operative in there on my turn.
Man. You know what? At one point, I was really hoping I was going to be able to pull off no humans escape for the Daredevil. Yeah, that didn't go well.
That did not go
At
well.
one point,
That's
I
really
thought,
difficult.
I'll be honest, that firebomb and people like taking control of the Daredevil so early, I was like, I'm so screwed. People are just gonna use it as their tool so early, and I couldn't get him into a good position, her into a good position.
So I'll reveal as the telepathic rat, and
Ooh,
all of
you
my
are rat.
plans have been foiled. Everything went against. I
Yeah,
lost
you-
my artifact. I don't have my fire anymore to keep me warm.
John, why did you blow up this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
don't
did
actually
that.
care about escaping. Never
Is-
mind. I get it.
He wanted fire in the section for his.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the issue with having fire in the section that early, though, I think is just like moving people into it is harder.
Yeah,
Is
yeah. That was the error that I made.
Is it worthwhile revealing as your other character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
that's
too
a-
loud, but
No,
Okay.
that's unfortunate.
It's that got killed too.
It also didn't help that you kind of made it more. I thought it was very obvious that you were the rat from turn 2, based off
Yeah.
how you were picking up the relic and went right for the rat.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I pretty much did most of my actions. So you also were using my freaking Daredevil tool.
There's really nothing for me to do other than just waste time.
You can kick cubes back, I guess, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, sure. Let's
And there's not a lot left to play with. Like a lot of the characters are gone or down.
I'm really sad that you all moved the station chief away from the medical because I can jerry rig him back to life. And then we could have started healing people and it would have been great. Because then there'd be things to do.
let's see. Oh, see, so from the quarters you can't get to the airlocks.
Correct.
You'd literally have to go all the way back to the rec room.
No, you can go to the
Or the
shred
therapy
room.
garden.
You can go to the therapy garden, sorry, and go to the.
Oh, yeah.
it's still a long trip.
Yeah.
Order
Alright.
the other way. But yeah.
I'll just take back. So what I can just take back a cube from anywhere?
Yep.
From anyone who hasn't escaped.
Yeah. Sorry, that's a good point.
Good point.
So you can take it from
Medical
the.
would be.
Medical.
Medical's a good one.
Medical.
Station chief. Those are your options.
There we go.
Even though I don't think the rat worries about cubes, doesn't the rat have 8?
I will also renegotiate.
Yeah. The rat has 8, so it doesn't matter.
That does take your activation cube off of the board,
Disc.
though. Just disc, sorry. So that A, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, bring your rat out.
Your card.
Your card rat.
Oh.
Yeah. I couldn't think of the word card, so I said rat.
Show us your rat.
Don't ask me. All right, I'm going to activate the engineer.
Oh,
I'm
John,
going
your
to
rat
use
is so hairy.
Project X bypass.
You're
I'm
gonna.
doing bypass.
Okay.
Cool.
So
So
Tentacled
tentacle
monstrosity.
enjoy your tentacle. We'll move 1. Cool. Yeah, that's it. Go.
Oh, gosh.
At the end of your turn,
so
you.
at the end of your
Oh,
turn,
right.
Yeah.
He moves. Go.
Hmm.
Yeah. End of every turn. I was trying to get him out so much earlier. Then the fire started. I realized I should have kept that firebomb and revealed instantly just to stop people from spreading fire.
Yeah.
I had to spend so many
Oh.
turns, and that's when I was like, I can't stop people from escaping now. My goal was to release it on like turn 4 and just run. That went to shit real fast.
I think actually I would have made more points had I played my other character or revealed my other character, my bonus character.
I thought you said you.
That's fine.
We just asked you that. Do you want to reveal the other one?
You can.
No,
It's totally fine.
Because it was affected by the fact that he released the.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
fair.
Oh.
I'm not so invested in winning that I care that much.
Weird. This X monster is interesting.
Yeah, I was really hoping I could get it out earlier. I could just start eating people.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything to do with this guy. Not really. All right, whatever.
Although I guess it wouldn't have actually killed them. It just puts them inside of him until people burn them.
Right.
Although then all those people like end up on the burn space, so they just get killed if they don't have helmets, which is kind of funny. But
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep activating the station chief for now. And move him over here. Or over here.
All right, let's go. The station chief eated.
Is there any value to compromat at the end of the game?
No.
Okay.
Unless you're the exile.
All
but
right.
otherwise,
Then
no.
I'm gonna try and move the exile for funsies. Are you gonna deny?
Where are you
have to
moving
say,
him?
yeah, I think you have to say where you're
Oh
moving
right.
him.
I don't know. I'll move him there.
For the record, the only reason there is to deny it would be you would go guilty. Or sorry,
Suspect.
Suspect. There's no way for anyone to be
Yeah.
Oh,
guilty
no,
this game,
Right,
though.
you're right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
no.
yeah. It doesn't
So no.
matter. You're right.
Yeah, had we had ways of becoming guilty, that would have.
Yeah.
I moved it back.
The
for you.
evidence is gone.
Yeah.
You
So, yeah, so-
you take it back.
So yeah, just ignore.
Well, the compromise stays there, though, right?
Yeah.
It got
No,
used?
if I reject it, he takes it back. He just
Oh,
uses
that's
it again.
yep. That's right. Is that right?
Uh-oh.
I believe you.
No, I thought it was. I'm confused now.
Yeah, I thought it was just down there to say it was used.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, it doesn't seem like it matters either way.
It does say you ask them when you use it, which implies that you are actively like playing it out and expending it.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
isn't.
guess I'll activate the station chief again
Maybe I'm thinking of a bribe.
and move to.
You are
rank.
thinking of a bribe.
Yes.
Manga, why?
Oh wait, so the monster should have been moving.
Yeah.
at the end of all your
I
turns.
was about to say you guys started moving on. We didn't move the monster. The monster should have moved over here at the end of Drew's, right?
Well,
Yep.
if
Yeah.
there are no
and then
wait. If no co-located characters or items, instead moves to one adjacent character
Yep.
or unpossessed item to its section. So no, it stays there, and then it has to either grab the rat or the microbiologist to drag over.
got it. It grabs them and it pulls them.
Both.
I see.
Yeah. So Drew gets to pick either the rat or the microbiologist to be sucked into the tentacle monster. So it goes on the card.
That's the point.
Oh
Actually,
no, wait.
It goes
Onto its
in the same section, and then at the end of the next turn, it'll get eaten.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your cat agrees.
Random cat. Yeah, random cat.
It's a flurkin. That's the tentacle part. Okay, so now it is my turn. I activate the station chief, and they get the hell away from the flurkin hanging out over there.
And now
and then the flurkin eats the biologist.
eats the biologist.
The microbiologist, sorry.
Yep, just a little one. Okay.
The nibble.
I don't know if I can escape in time. It's not looking good.
You still have the one action limitation when you're revealed.
Yeah.
That's probably why you would want to wait and take your activation disc off if you want to do 2 actions in 1 turn. Kind of a
That's
balance.
the same. That's the same as just doing it now.
That's true. But maybe it's a surprise. I don't know.
The difference is you can wait as an action, which means you can do 1 action, then as a second action, wait and take your disc off so that you can then do double activation next turn.
Say that again.
You can wait as a character action, which means you can, if assuming your character has no disc on it, take 2 actions, one of which is wait. Then on the next turn, your disc is not on the character, so you can take 2 actions.
Right. Yeah. If you're revealed, it essentially lets you bank an action for the next turn instead. Because you can guarantee that no one else is going to activate it.
Exactly.
Right.
Whereas if you were to just renegotiate, you're only getting the 2 actions next turn. You're not getting that third action this turn, you know?
But if you negotiate, at least you get a cube back. Which
Yes.
might be helpful in some cases.
I'm just pointing out the reason why wait would be useful as an action to take.
See, I think my escape depends on if we get the final round.
Yeah.
I don't think I can make it in time. I gotta hope for that 1 in 3 chance.
See, that's why I should have self-destructed.
If only you had a dead colonel to keep you company while you wait.
Actually, Erzaad, you could use Tradecraft to grab the engineer compromat, and then you just have to make it into McQueen or Houdini and use the engineer. No, I guess just engineer's not in the bridge anymore. You're right.
Well, the other thing is it requires me to give up 2 compliments
Yeah.
that I have, and those are my sources of points.
Yeah. That's true.
I think I just got to roll the dice and hope for the best. So I think I do need to wait to do this. Oh wait, no, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to renegotiate.
Yeah, if you have only 1 action, I think renegotiates the play. I don't think you
From
can.
betrayal.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the other thing. Then that
You can
really
take it off
doesn't
the
matter.
colonel
Or medical.
or medical. Or the botanist. Oh, no.
Botanist escaped. Yep.
I want this to be bigger. Don't automatically see it.
Would the rat like to be guilty? Never mind. You can't even do anything for me.
It doesn't matter.
I know.
All right. Minute 2.
Nope, the rat gets pulled into the tentacle monster.
Ah, yes.
Add insult to injury.
Then minute 2.
Well, no, but then you'll get pulled in with the person. I don't know.
Will I be co-located if I'm inside the monster? With the microbiologist?
Probably.
Yes. I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah,
Is it the
I
same
would say
section?
yes.
I mean, it's a location.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say yes.
To be honest, this would actually work to your benefit if everything just got absorbed.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I was just
that's
thinking, that's
funny.
actually like a sick play if you were to release that early and get everything into there.
I didn't even think that. That actually could have played against me if I got that early. Holy fuck. Can you
That's
imagine?
awesome.
And then like he does it the last second, burns it with fire, so it dies and regurgitates all of it in a fire pit.
But the only thing is, I can't. There's no way to know that that's going to be the monster. That gets
No,
released,
no,
right?
of course not.
How many monsters are there?
Man,
Eight.
it would have been great if it was the death ray.
I mean, you could have, if you had influenced the doctor, you could have peeked at it, so you would have known.
Yep.
Pretty quick.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
I'm just going to renegotiate because I don't see anything else for me to do. Yeah, pull off the operative.
I'm gonna just shake my little rat paw at the sky and curse.
Well, actually, you're going to get eated at the end of my turn.
Oh.
And now you can shake your little rat paw.
But not really at the sky so much as the tentacle monster's mouth, like up the esophagus, you know?
Yeah.
That is this guy now,
Exactly.
as far as the rat's concerned.
Oh, I don't even know. Everybody's gone.
You have a friendly corpse in there with you?
The death ray can shoot down pods, right? That's how that works?
Yes.
Correct.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I would have loved the death
Everyone-
ray.
Right? Like, had everyone just been gone, like, that would have been
I guess I'm gonna just activate the station chief. I won't
Send
do
him
it.
to his doom.
Whatever. Can somebody move that for me?
Gotcha.
And I'm just gonna move the station chief from the array control into the forward hub. I don't know if the fire is still spreading.
Oh yeah, the fire still
Mm,
spreads. No,
it
it's
spreads into
Nope,
gas.
contained
so
by
it's
the
like a-
gas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Contained.
what happens is it spreads into the gas and then goes away. It's still technically spreading, but yeah.
Just
I'm not sure I
realized-
understand that thematically. Like, why can't fire spread into a container with poisonous gas in it?
There's no oxygen.
Yeah.
Legit.
I accept this answer.
I'm just gonna renegotiate.
I just assumed the poisonous gas was flammable as well. Because why not? Everything else seems to be going to shit.
going to be a few of those
Station chief
renegotiating.
gets pulled in.
Nice.
We're just going to go activate Daredevil. I'm gonna get myself one of these helmets.
Go to the monster.
Oh, right, the
Done.
monster gets to move, right, at the end of Lily's turn?
No, it sucked in
No,
the
it
chief.
pulled in the station chief.
So
Oh,
now
okay.
it's the station chief.
Oh, I
It-
should have let the fire destroy the print shop. Damn it.
Does it down them inside of it?
Oh, I don't think it does actually.
What?
Good.
I mean,
At the end of any result, there are no quality character into that. Consume it, moving into
Or
this
placed
card.
into the.
It doesn't say it's
Is it-
down. It just says it's been consumed.
I'll check the rulebook
gonna
for
look up-
consumed.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's not in there.
It is not in there.
I'll ask Matt.
Is it important? I guess it's important for the rat.
Yes.
well, that's also assuming that it is the same. They are co-located, which I would argue they are.
Yeah.
They're definitely co-located. If anyone rules against that, I will call them crazy.
And then I'll take my token back.
I'll let you know if Matt replies.
But they should definitely be down, though. I mean, they just got swallowed by a tentacle monstrosity.
I mean, maybe there's
What? You can do a team game?
yeah.
You can do a team game.
Nice.
Is there any reason for me to renegotiate cubes back? Because I have 5
It-
with me, so I don't need
It's a tiebreaker.
any. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Mhm.
Also, isn't 5 here? It's 5 on here for your thing.
What?
You don't want to keep 5 left on your hand or whatever. Like
Yeah. You can
So,
put
like,
5 out.
you can have 5 out because your microbiologist can have up to 5 control cubes.
Oh,
so
it's 5. It's
5 out on
out.
cards, not in your supply,
Got it.
Including the betrayal.
including the betrayal box.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess I'll just renegotiate off of the dead station chief. Tiebreaker, baby.
Not quite
Well,
dead.
Technically, he's not dead.
Hey, don't knock that off of there.
Poor station chief.
At the end of your turn, does the monster move somewhere?
Moves towards.
I just realized I would have done. Okay, I'm gonna change my turn. I'm gonna use my second action to go here, and then free action to go out here, and then leave. Because
That
I
makes-
forgot that thing was going.
That makes a lot
I
more
forgot
sense.
that thing was going. I just forgot it was gonna come eat me, and I would have definitely done that.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing. Do you actually escape yet?
Yeah, because of this, I believe.
It's at Stationfall.
But this right here, EVA
This
launch.
is this. It's an action though. That's why it's in purple.
Okay, but I'm still technically an E EVA.
And the engineer is near the cargo claw.
They don't have to be. They don't have to be alive.
Yeah, thankfully.
Oh no, you do have to be alive for breakpoint, for Point Break. So yeah, have fun.
Oh man.
I
Are you sure
luckily,
you want? Are you sure you want
luckily
to
you
do
have a
that?
ton on the
mean-
engineer.
I mean, I have to because I was gonna get eaten anyway.
Yeah, you don't have much choice.
I didn't.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't think I'm a threat for winning anyway between
Right.
microbiologist and
you got
and troubleshooter.
4 total, so I don't need to kill.
Yeah, I
prevent you
think
from
I've
winning.
got 6. I think.
That's a really tough thing to accomplish if you're to be the only human that escapes, especially
Yeah.
in a 7-player game.
Yeah, I've got 6.
Yeah. When you have people carrying, especially like my character like the chief and station chief and the troubleshooter both wanting to like shepherd people off the ship, it's definitely hard.
Yeah.
I'm just renegotiating off of the station chief.
Sounds good. We're at about that point.
Yeah, like there's not
I
much
miscounted.
left.
Last minute.
I will use my free remote control to have one of the drones kick the doctor who is down, and end my turn.
All right.
Still down.
Where does this thing?
The exile's really mad at that doctor.
Oh, it heads up.
Should be going to 1. So.
Yeah.
The monster heads up here toward the engineer by my count.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. End of my my turn.
2, 1. No.
Why did it
It's
go toward the
Erzaad's
engineer?
choice.
Oh,
It's Erzaad's choice.
Doesn't it go for a live one?
Yeah.
No. Oh, does it?
Yep.
Closest live. Never mind.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's right then.
Anyway, on my turn, I'll just go ahead and renegotiate. And then it's going to, do that.
Well, you can choose between. Does it still?
What? No, there's no choice. It just pulls the engineer.
Okay.
Oh, no, I guess maybe it could pull one of these items, couldn't it?
Has a bunch of items.
Yeah,
you can use.
there's a bunch of items around it, so that's why I wanted to check to see if what made sense.
Nah, I'll pull the engineer.
Yeah.
Poor engineer.
He was a true hero.
What's the operative doing?
Just go 1, 2 into the aft hub.
Okay.
And then the engineer gets eaten.
Yep.
He did.
Swallowed whole.
Yeah, this monster was ideal for the rat.
It was.
Assuming
Honestly, I think we're all
assuming these characters get downed.
What's also funny though is that the station chief has a weapon, so like you could just whack everything that comes in.
Well, that doesn't make sense if consuming doesn't down it, because I feel like it's weird you can activate characters while they're inside of a
Yeah.
I feel like it should be down.
It probably downs them.
I would assume they're
I do like the image of the station chief trying to whack from inside.
I also like that image.
Well, it also affects my scoring because they would need to be down for me to score.
I feel like it would down. I feel like this is one of the ones that
I'm very
benefits the
much
rat a
on
lot.
its downed.
Yeah.
I'm very much of that opinion. I'm just. Gonna
They're being
renegotiate.
digested. There's no way you just sit there and not try and get out if
Well,
you
maybe
have
it's
to be
like a
down.
Sarlacc, and it takes 700 years or whatever to digest them.
I'm gonna reactivate Daredevil and I'm gonna make sure I get off. That's it.
Oh, Daredevil was still there. I thought he left.
He
I was
got
in
to EVA,
Yep.
But then he wanted to make sure he did an EVA launch.
Okay. It doesn't matter.
I don't think it really mattered, but like because there was no one
yeah,
that couldn't
then-
do anything at that point. But
It probably starts eating items at this point, so
oh yeah,
that would probably be my turn, and then he would eat it at the end of Pat's.
And they move back up towards where's the operator go? Yeah.
and
No.
then a Drew's turn.
No. Yeah,
Oh,
the
they-
nanomeds first. It does
Right.
the items first.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's really nothing for me to do.
You can set the launch, right? Or you can't till next turn. Oh, wrong person. Sorry, wrong color. I thought it
I'm
was
the
orange.
only live person on the station.
I thought it was orange.
No, the operative is still alive. Thank
Oh,
you
is he?
very
All right.
much.
She.
Oh. She's alive for now.
So I guess, well, can I pass? Because I also can't renegotiate with the inspector where my other cube is.
I think you would just renegotiate nothing, is what it would be.
It's effectively just a pass, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I effectively passed by renegotiating.
You have the operative and the exile left on the ship. Wow, I've never seen this many people like down or out of the ship before.
Mango, you still have a cube on the cyborg.
Oh, okay. I'll renegotiate this. I missed it. They're not very bright. And then, yeah, that gets consumed.
I will activate time launch and hope for the best.
Good luck.
Good luck. We salute you.
Wait, what? That's the
You know
wrong.
what I could have just went
Yeah.
in.
Sorry, I don't know why I thought I was that color.
You two keep switching your colors on me.
My token.
All right.
Is there anything else I can do? Oh, you know
You
what?
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
it's-
Go and decide.
1 second.
It's really funny if we get a whole nother round. It really benefits Bott Bott because the monster keeps going.
Yeah.
But there's nothing else for the monster?
Yeah, like what does it?
There is.
What does it do?
These people, all of
right
these
here.
people.
That's another
Goes
kill right there.
to
That operative
eat
is
people.
kill if there's another turn.
Operative.
Yeah, it
Colonel,
gets one more person based on
Yeah.
what the mathing I'm doing.
2. Yeah,
Well,
it just depends.
I
John-
love how this rat
no,
was going to
John
have
can
0
activate.
points. And for me to get 1 point, I've given the rat how many points now?
John can
I might get last
continue to
place
activate,
because of
right?
that 1 point.
He could move the operative, but it's still gonna drag the colonel and then eat the colonel once it's in range.
But if
Oh,
John gets to move all the way to like the cyborg, that can help the monster eat more things too.
Right, but it would get to the tied section because there isn't a closest live.
But it's still going to
Oh, it still goes that direction.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's find out if it's relevant. Are you all done, Erzaad?
also that
I'm done.
All
the
right,
monster's gonna move.
time to find out if we have an extra round. We do
Nope.
not. I'm
Ah,
sorry,
damn.
Erzaad. You tried.
He did.
That is the
I wasn't
word.
going to win anyway.
Stuck in the pod.
All right,
No.
it's Stationfall. Order of operations is everyone reveals, right?
I think everyone's already revealed.
Yeah, everyone reveals. Then we can deliver data. Then we do scoring.
No one has data to deliver, I think. Oh, Doctor has X project.
Does it matter where that goes? Does anyone care where that goes?
I care that it goes nowhere.
Mango. All right.
And I am the doctor, so I get to decide. Right? It's if
Yeah.
you are that PC, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You get to decide. I don't
was
think
just
anyone
trying to see if
actually cares
people
that
would-
it.
I was trying to see if people. Yeah,
no one actually
Micro-
benefits it.
the
It doesn't matter because
microbiologist
it counts as escaped.
Yeah.
That line is completed no matter
Oh,
what.
okay.
So it doesn't matter where it goes to. Is really
Fair
where
enough.
it is.
Okay.
So.
I guess we're on to scoring then. Everyone go
Oh, it
ahead
actually
and
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for me because it's only the other data that I care about.
Mhm.
don't- For some reason, I don't care about Project X secrets escaping.
so
I just
everyone
care about the evidence.
everyone count up all the stars that you fulfilled. Count up your bonus character's goal. Count up if you have any bribes on your player character or if you have your bribe left in your supply. And count if you went over your cube limit and subtract points as necessary.
Although I very much doubt anyone.
I
did
start.
that
What were
last
those?
one.
What were the other two things?
Your VP goals, your bonus
Yep.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
Check if there are any bribes on your character. And check if you have your bribe in your supply. And then finally, check if you went over your cube limit and subtract a point for every cube over.
And that'd be cubes that are still on the board, not cubes in my area.
Right, cubes on the cards or in the betrayal box.
Man, this doesn't feel like a game. I didn't have a way to subtract score from Lily.
Lily had that crazy good move, and we've all just been.
Yeah. I'm not surprised Lily has 13 and we're all like 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
One.
Exile seems really hard.
Exile is hard.
Well, to be fair, I did not win alone because there's 7 of us and there's 2 winners. So Drew, you have also won the game.
Drew, you monster.
Really?
By 1
There are
point.
2 winners?
There are 2
There are
winners.
2 winners in a 7-player game. Just accept that fact.
That's hilarious.
That's weird.
Yeah, a lot of people find that very odd.
I
It
find
is
that
kind of odd,
find
but I
that
like
fun.
it.
because everybody knows there actually is one winner.
No, game says there's 2. But yeah, this is a spread of scores. 13, 11, 10, 9, 9, 4, 1.
Yeah, so my 1 point was from letting the medical die.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, I was very happy whenever I don't remember who it was using the cyborg to kill people. I'm like, oh good, someone's gonna take him out for me. I don't have to get those 2 bonus points. Someone
Yeah,
will
that
do
was
it
me.
for
I really didn't want that data, that evidence.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciated that. That was 2 points.
See, it's funny because I would not have submitted it anywhere. I just wanted it to leave.
I'm curious, Erzaad, what compromat did you have at the end?
So that was the problem. I had the inspector, the botanist, so they both escaped. But then
Mhm.
the third that I drew was the rat,
Ooh.
and that was straight garbage. And I shouldn't have picked the exile because going last,
Wait.
I just have
Sorry.
less chances of getting good compromat, and I had a terrible draw.
Oh, I was like, you should have gotten points, but he has to escape to get all those possessed compromat points.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
sucks.
Yeah,
Exile.
they're pluses. The
Exile
exile's
is
hard.
so hard. I've played the Exile a couple times, and I've gotten screwed on just bad compromat draws or just like
Yeah.
it's tough.
I wish there was a way to take compromat from people because
Mhm.
again, going last, I just have less compromat to pick from.
Yeah.
It's fair.
So I don't know. I thought medical would also been a challenge.
This actually would have been a
everyone
great game
dying
for
here.
it.
Yeah.
You couldn't have known.
Yeah.
You couldn't have known, but this ended up being a great
Yeah.
game for it.
Yeah. Like the last game we played, no one went down. Like this game, like everybody was down.
Yeah. But you just never know.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
Pat,
have
you were
spent
not
so
there
much
at the game
time.
on a Saturday, but on the game,
Oh,
on
sorry, the
Saturday,
game before
everyone
last Saturday.
died.
Oh,
Literally
really?
everyone died. We had 2 people actively trying to kill the entire ship, and
Oh,
so
no.
everyone was dead.
God. I have not been part of that chaos before. The closest I had was the first time I played with you were Alien, but like that was
I was, which
that was a busted.
no
so
longer
hard.
a thing.
Yep,
no longer,
they
aliens are
took that
no
out.
longer in the game. That makes me sad, but I understand it.
It was
Oh,
wonky.
the digital assistant is data? That's interesting.
Yes. The
Yes.
digital assistant is data. It doesn't have a piece on the board or anything. It's just data.
But it is influenceable.
Yes.
It's a corpsicle.
The
Corpsicle?
the corpsicle starts the game downed in the cryo lab, and its only goal is to somehow escape.
The last time we played, I'm pretty sure Corpsicle won.
Yeah, corpsicle did great last game.
Yeah.
So it's really funny. The corpsicle always only gets 1 action, no matter what. And
Seems
so
like 0
if-
would be the right number.
when they're alive. So when someone is the corpsicle, it's pretty obvious they're the corpsicle because there's like, I'm gonna reactivate them a bunch and hobble towards the exit.
Yeah, just their whole game is just moving toward the exit.
Oh, and legal.
That said, I've seen some pretty sick corpsicle games where somebody put the psychic rat on the corpsicle and used that to give the corpsicle more actions. I've seen a game where somebody dragged the corpsicle all the way to I think they took it to the medivac pod and used that to escape.
Pretty. Oh, I thought that. Was
I think it was closer at the time. For
it's only
context.
5 away. That's not too bad.
That is not too
No,
bad.
yeah, it's not.
Maybe it was the same.
Mm-hmm.
The border is so cool, guys. The border, when they're in the game, there is a space shuttle that will come and pick people up in EVA at the end of the game. Unless the border is a player character, because then it's a pirate ship, and those people all just die.
I mean, to also be fair, the border, if it's a player, one of their conspiracy powers is to shoot missiles at the ship.
Yep.
It's gonna start shooting the station down.
How is the stranger
Nice.
supposed to win? They can score a max of 5 points. They just have to ensure that nobody else scores.
So the stranger, if you read, they they just score if you score your bonus points. They recently got nerfed, and there's a chance the stranger might
there's
get
a total of 7 points available there.
Corpsicle is up to 4 points as a bonus.
Yeah, Corpsicle is 4 points because it's so hard to do. So potentially max of 9, but yeah, no, the stranger's a very hard character to play as.
It recently got nerfed, so they may give it a little bit of a buff. And the idea is that it has so much flexibility that you can work on impeding other players instead of getting a ton of points yourself. But it is tough. Legal is garbage.
Yeah.
Never play with it. No, I'm kidding.
You're not kidding, but you're kidding.
I still think it's a neat idea.
It's a neat idea.
It's a neat idea.
So what does that add more data? A certain type of data to the game?
It adds a new type of data called the NDA, which whenever a player has the NDA, they cannot copy or transfer data in any way. They cannot transmit it either. So it NDAs them.
And 3 of the pods require you to
Right.
have an NDA before you launch.
Yes. Which is challenging.
Especially because you have to be co-located to give out NDAs now.
Unless
Yeah,
you get jammers.
Is that
Nope.
no? They updated the card. Is that still what it says?
No, you can copy anywhere with the jammers off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Because that's how we played last time. So if that was
There's the card. Oh, get out of there. Yeah, as an action, may copy NDA as if any other data. Yeah. So you can. They made it copyable again. Anyway, Stationfall is an awesome game. It is wild, and I love all the different characters and everything. It's so cool. So thanks, guys, for playing. I'll shut down the stream.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It was a lot of fun.
yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. This is Stationfall, obviously. We may or may not end up playing again because I like it. It's on Kickstarter right now. Ends in a couple days if you're interested. We have a couple other games you can check out in the backlog. Anyway, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and have a great evening. Thank you so much.